All right, we are live. We are good to go. I'm taking care of daughter right now, so I'll be in and out, but I'll be helping out with the stream, and we will see you guys. All right.
And H. Bailey delivered a ball that was over the plate, but
I love you, Mikey.
Love you too.
Better pitch than any pitch that Montas will throw.
Frank, did you even see Mikey?
Frank, good to see you, man. All right, I'll see you later. I'll be back.
He has his daughter there too. Pain and suffering has begun. Mania shut down for the season. Busteroni came on with a huge smile. The huge smile.
Was that the pregame show?
So Montage shut down now. Mania shut down, and Chaperone continues to sing. As the first pitch for Montage is low. He can't even, right in the damn dirt. Already falling behind a fucking batter because he fucking sucks.
So I have a question for the chat. Is it more entertaining for you guys, just so you know, I have YouTube TV, so I get blocked on SNY. So I literally watch the game through Frank. I'm not even watching the game. Is it better if I have the game on?
Ronald Acuna, so far against this year, 10 for 13, 4 home runs, 2 doubles, and a triple. Montas soiling the number once scored by Jesse Orozco. And another ball outside. Can't even hit the fucking broadside of a goddamn motherfucking barn. He's probably going to walk Acuna, who already has 8 stolen bases against the Mets.
Frank, can you honestly? I'm not watching the game. I'm watching you. Can you set the scene for me? I have no idea what's going on.
The leadoff batter's up and has a 2-2 count. Ever since fucking Chaperone, they kept playing her song all throughout the night. Everything has been gone to hell. She is the demonic devil. Strikeout. Surprised at that one.
Strikeout.
And Acuna, I guess he thinks that the strike zone should be this level, because that was clearly across the plate, and Acuna's complaining. Well, pissed off, I guess his brother got sent down in the minors for fucking doing goddamn motherfucking TikToks at 12 a.m. after the Mets got their 9th straight motherfucking loss, because he doesn't give a single fuck. Meanwhile, Alvarez is hitting to 2 fucking double plays and was taken out of the game in Syracuse because he fucking sucks.
How about good strike
up now, and he got first pitch is a ball. I'm just waiting for the first home run. It's probably coming any minute now. There's Montas loves giving up home runs, and now it's a 2-0 count. So he's probably after getting the first out. Now he'll implode. Because that's what Montas does. He fucking sucks. There's never been a pitcher that sucks more than him. He's going to make Jared Eichhoff look like Sandy Koufax. And it's 3-0 now. Here we go to walk, a 4-pitch walk with not even one pitch anywhere in the vicinity of the strike zone.
I feel like if I got MLB Network, I would still get blocked because I'm local. I feel like that's what happens with those league passes. So Frank, do I need to literally buy cable?
Pretty much. And if you're 90 miles
to watch a team, that's kind of excessive.
If you're 90 miles from a team, you can't see that team. You're always blacked out.
Oh, that's sensible.
Helpful. And if you live in the state of Iowa, you're blocked out from 7 different teams.
What are the 7?
White Sox, Cubs, Cardinals, Brewers, Twins, Royals. Did I say the Cardinals?
I think you did.
Did I say the Twins, Brewers, both Chicago teams, Royals, Cardinals? I think that's it. And the Reds, maybe.
Did he throw
some
strikes?
Joke.
Did he throw some strikes?
3-2 now, a couple of foul offs.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
And right in the dirt. Ding, 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 ding. The last 8 walks the Met pitchers have allowed have all scored. And Reds now lead the league in walks. And the Rockies have won. The Rockies, meanwhile, since June 1st, have a better record than the Mets. The Mets are the worst team in baseball since June. And now Ozuna's up, who is 10 for 10 with 3 home runs, and this is going to fall in. And now he got first and third, and here we go already. It's already started! The Mets have been outscored by the Brewers. The Rays have scored in the first inning multiple runs in every fucking game. This is Montas. Ozuna, a wife-beating motherfucker, just continues to. The Blooper's favorite player and Busteroli's favorite player too.
Take it
Busteroli
easy.
wears an Ozuna jersey.
Take it easy.
Oh. Here comes a 3-run homer. Austin Riley.
Allegedly.
No, he's been suspended.
Let's just say allegedly.
Okay, well, he has been suspended for it.
Okay.
And arrested a couple times.
Based on allegations.
And ball 1 to Riley. Oh, that was almost gone. Fouled off.
I'm trying to throw some comments up, Frank, but I'm letting you cook, obviously. I think chat wants to hear you, not me. But if you see any questions that you like, I'm trying to avoid anything that's too mean. Anybody that's ahead, please don't spoil in the chat.
And now it's 2-1.
We'll try. Frank, some people in the chat will fake spoil, so also don't overreact to a Fugazi.
I have literally broken 7 glasses in the last 7 days.
Have you ever thought about how you've broken a man? I'm currently dressed like Dennis Hopper in Apocalypse Now.
Yep, there goes 1 run.
When he's fully lost.
Oh, I'm actually surprised. They actually turned a double play.
Doesn't matter. What happened?
Double play. I thought it was going to actually get the run in.
So good play.
Yeah, by Brett Beatty.
Can you reset the scene for us? What do we got right now?
Mets out of the inning, but ripped down the dirt base line. Beatty made a stunningly good play and was able to turn a double play.
So from Frank, I know that you are very much an intelligent, self-aware man, more than you'd like people to believe. Do you think that that might have been like a disproportionate reaction from the throw in the dirt to him getting out of the inning cleanly?
I'm in such a dark place with the Mets since June 13th.
It's an honest answer. So you'd agree it is disproportionate.
There is no fucking light. All light is died. All light died under Chaperone and her just evil spells she puts on my team.
Do you have a crush on her? You talk about her. You talk about her a lot. Because I don't know anyone that talks about her.
They don't stop playing her songs. She's got the top 10 songs, including one that's she's singing "Half on the Sun," "Commies in Time" with Macklemore.
The chat's really going off. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Somebody asked how high I am. Well, if you're literally running on about 4 hours of sleep a night and you work for Frank, and Frank will back me up, it's a 7-day operation. You always look crazy. So, you know. Frank, any thoughts on Taylor? I feel like she's not the problem anymore.
She's a hypocrite.
Okay. Well, then we'll move on. Someone said, I don't understand the June swoon. I started with Frank in the spring of 2023. So I've been there.
Except for last year, the Mets averaged 20 losses every June. Every fucking June. And this year, no different. It's about to hit 20 fun. They were 21 games over 500. They're going to be 20 games under 500 before it's all over.
Maybe something radical. Like I like this idea from Zach. You need to get radical here. What about a walk with Buster?
No.
How about Chipper?
I'd walk with Chipper Jones.
Him blocking me was honestly an honor because he's a real somebody and I'm a nobody. So that was wild. Somebody said I have respect for myself. You're honestly not going to disagree. I could work on that.
Strider's pitching with a Zoran for Mayor bumper sticker on his back pocket.
Could we? I mean, the politics are funny, but let's try to keep it relatively.
Well, Zoran, Steven Strider.
No, it's okay. How about Darren Ruff or Jared Young? Who are you taking?
Strider has a sickle and hammer on a tattoo on his bicep, and a Bernie tattoo on his heart. Of course, being a communist, he's a complete hypocrite, so lives and enjoys his money, but that's not even right there.
Is Jared Young the new Darren Ruff?
Jared Young makes Darren Ruff look like fucking Darryl Strawberry.
Jesus.
He hit 120 in Korea.
Thanks, Danny. We get a lot of nasty messages, so always appreciate the nice one.
And Lindor just struck out looking. A ball that close might not have been a strike, but in that strike zone is from head to toe and from two to fro.
If Dave ever asked Frank to do a political show, I think it might break the internet and actually become like America's news hub. The only problem is if he's in a bad mood, who knows? A war. He could start a war by accident.
And Nimmo, just a little soft grounder, another easy peasy, little squeezy inning.
Through one.
Now, whatchamacall's up? Soto. Nimmo used to be fast.
Yeah, I always tell Frank if he actually ran for office, he would win, and we would have Mikey bet somewhere in the campaign, which would basically be Alex Jones on meth.
Isn't Alex Jones on meth?
Allegedly, who knows? But I don't want to mess with that guy or his supporters. I got enough problems dealing with you, Frank. That's one of the reasons I try to mitigate stuff. I know you guys like seeing the fiery stuff, and Mikey's better.
Count DeSoto.
I'm just trying to survive. I mean, look at me. I'm 36. Like, whoever was like, have some respect for yourself, shout out.
Mets literally might have the worst hitting coach in baseball. He'd make Tony Gwynn hit 220.
King of BS, yes.
2-1 count DeSoto. I wish I could say I ate better today, but I got trapped on a train that stopped with no air conditioning.
Got Liam back.
5 minutes. I didn't get home to 5:30. And instead of cooking, I didn't feel like cooking, so I just ordered fucking Wendy's.
Another way to phrase it, Frank went to his dream job today at Barstool Sports. We went and did a walk with Tiki Barber, former running back for the Giants. That's a legend. He couldn't have been nicer. Got a great walk, got great exercise, and then went home.
I just didn't have the energy with a live stream coming up to cook.
That's okay. We can do some weights?
Maybe.
The people want to see weights. How did I meet Frank? So I invited via DM Stephen Che, Frank, a couple other
Total
people,
walk.
Knicks games, and it was during the winter of 2023. Frank responded first, actually, and he said, I'm with my parents in Idaho, but I'd love to when I'm back. So then I went with Stephen. Long story short, it turned into a yak thing. I went with a bunch of guys on the yak, pretty much everybody. And then when Frank got back, I went with him. And Frank immediately invited me to reciprocate to a Mets game and then a Devils game, maybe in the inverse order. And then the rest was history. We spent that whole summer stews. And I realized like we really were having a good time. We can make good content. So I quit my sales job after I was doing.
Remember walking around the concourse? It was superhero night at the Prudential Center.
Yes.
And God, Soto's Alonso's just been in a total funk. He's like one for his last 90.
Frank, what happened when we saw Ant-Man?
I said Ant-Man sucked. Ant-Man 3 sucked.
To a man in an Ant-Man full the grown adult costume.
Yeah.
And then what did he say to you?
Oh, come on, Frank, don't say that.
I don't think he was like, come on, Frank. I think it was like that.
Alonso's hitting 090 during this losing streak.
He just laughs. He's got a particular set of skills, motherfucker. Yeah, so one thing I'm trying to talk Frank into is, and we're going to do it soon, is exactly this, which is like, you know, sometimes yoga sounds intimidating. You think about all these like super, super fit people and, you know, the really pretty girls stretching and shit. But it's for the units too. You just got to know what the right movements are and take it slowly. And Frank is actually weirdly flexible. So keep your eye out and encourage Frank, because I think he's a little nervous to do it, but he seems open-minded. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, maybe down the road a little bit.
Under 10 minutes. We're talking like simple shit that I know you can do. But you'll get other guys doing.
And another easy peasy ending. And the A's are just walking, toss the ball back and forth to each other. As they know that they're going to jump the Mets in the standings today. Jump the Mets in the standings. The whole season got flopped. The whole season is flopped. Since they say
Strawberry!
Hot
You
to
got
go.
paid.
99 times!
Strawberry! It's a paid fucking thing. Read it.
Top 5 least favorite fan bases. Phillies, Braves, Dodgers. Probably the Yankees, because they think that they're fucking God's gift to sports. And
no, Frank has never smoked anything. Right, Frank? Never even a puff of a cigarette, no?
Right. Probably the Red Sox. Because, Boston fans are just insufferable half the time.
Unit yoga. A lot of people are saying it. A lot of people are loving the idea. The key thing, Frank, is it's pretty much between all your rants.
You know how you reverse the curse? You bring in Hank. You bring in Lee Greenwood.
Oh boy.
That's how you reverse this fucking
Hank
curse.
Lockwood. I agree. Bring in Hank Lockwood.
Lee Greenwood.
Frank, how close are you and Hank?
I'm not that close to him.
Do you have his phone number?
No. I might, but I don't. I don't know if I do. He's just someone I don't.
You don't bother a lot of people, but the people you do bother, you don't hold back. We should go bowling someday. You're probably pretty good at bowling.
I suck at bowling.
No, but you're much better now. You're more coordinated.
I don't know. The fingers always get jammed, and I can't quite get the right ball.
But you're talking about years ago. We haven't bowled in years. You're literally a different human. You need to stop thinking about what you used to do. We have spoken to DDP on the phone. I did for a long time. He was really, really nice. He invited us to Atlanta anytime. I just honestly need to reconnect with him, but it's a no-brainer. He literally said we could stay at his house. He was like, he couldn't have been more welcoming, supportive, all that kind of stuff.
Well, Braves are now up again. Montas back on the mound. Just anticipating disaster. Drake Baldwin is 5 for 7 so far against the Mets this season.
Frank's history with the other Mets Barstool people predates me, and I like to show respect for that. So I would never stick my neck in the middle of that shit. Yeah. Because I think they got some legit beefs with Frank. If I remember correctly, Frank, you just didn't pay up on a bet or something, or you didn't, what is something? But that ain't my business. Worst NFL fan base.
Worst NFL fan base?
Probably the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I figured.
Just think about Cowboy fans. And I don't like Eagle fans. Eagle fans are just, but all Philadelphia sports fans are just the same thing. But the Cowboy fans act like they just won a Super Bowl when they win a big game in September. They get in your face, they get arrogant. All these Cowboy fans come out the woodwork, and then all of a sudden, when they have that, when they go down the drain in December, you don't see that star anymore. That star goes away.
You should watch the Frank Walks episode with Mad Dog Chris Russo. They talk about gummies. And yes, Frank, from time to time, the funniest ever was one time I just kind of casually, this was very early in our friendship, gave him a 50 milligram. And he pretty much fell asleep after Stu took us to a concert 6 hours early, to be fair. But he blacked out with music blaring in his face. One of the funnier.
All right, pop up to catcher, 2 outs.
So it sounds like he's pitching well. Well, who's on base?
Nobody.
And 2 outs in the second?
Yep.
Can you tell everyone what you're going to do if he does 6 innings, 3 or less runs?
A hallway sprint.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see Frankie Scoots if Montas can stick a good game right in his fucking face, which I really hope he does. He's my favorite player now. He's been unfairly bullied. Yes, Frank would never
giving
say
up 63 runs in 12 innings of minor league rehab.
Frank, you would do any content that anybody asks you to do, right? More or less?
More or less.
As long as it's not like weird. But yeah, Barstool After Dark. That shout out Mincy. That was Frank and I laugh about that to this day. He kept looking at those directions and he looked up at me and Frank was right there and he kept saying Chinese hieroglyphics. And the rest of the story we know.
All right, good inning.
There we go. Montas. 2 clean innings.
Well, this was a clean inning.
DDP is Diamond Dallas Page, absolute wrestling legend, WCW primarily.
Paige Falkenberg.
Sorry?
Paige Falkenberg.
Is that his real name?
I think it is.
Oh. But yeah, so he was in wrestling forever, and then he started this new thing that is yoga, but really, really beginner yoga, even like therapeutic or rehab type yoga. And it's been amazing. And shout out to him. He's helped a lot of people. It's been a really cool story. I think it's a no-brainer that he and Frank should collab. Well, this is kind of a good question. Make someone's day here. The obvious answer is Stu, but he's like family, so that doesn't really count.
Did you see the green?
What?
Green.
The green?
Trainer Mo.
What?
Look at the comment.
Oh. Frank, what keeps you motivated on your long walks and days you don't feel like walking? Good question. Shout out Trainer Mo.
That I can't get my diet out of control, but I might still gain a couple of pounds this month, and I need to keep walking to at least balance that out. I mean, today was fucking miserable.
You were a warrior today. I think you're going to beat the diet, Frank. It's just a mental thing, man. It's mental. Right now, you're being hard on yourself. You're acting like you can't.
Yeah, well, when the Mets season goes down the drain, it's hard.
I hear you, but we got to separate. We can't base it off the Mets. Because I hate to break it to you, but like they're not in last place, you know?
They're going to be.
I'll go to the next one. Now, Frank, legitimately, Frank doesn't want to walk with Buster Only. I believe I actually have his phone number, and I'm not going to bother him or ask him because I don't think Frank is comfortable with it. Like, it's not even a bit. It's just wild. Totally agree. Right now, Montas is pacing for a Cy Young. He's perfect, kind of.
No, he isn't. He's allowed.
Runless. He's runless.
Mets, meanwhile, are getting no hit.
This is a good point. Maybe you could talk to Clemmer and play a little with him or something. Or we could set something up.
I haven't had a video game system in 30 years since the original NES.
If you and me had to play any modern game and we were on the same team, we played it.
Golly. Marte just swung at a pitch that crossed the plate before he swung it. God. This lineup is just completely ice cold. The pitching sucks too. Something has to be done to spark this fucking team.
What's the setup right now?
1-2 count to Parte, who's just swinging at balls that are just in the dirt, and it doesn't even look like he's anywhere interested right now. And he just struck out. And he's just chewing gum and smiling. Never gonna win again. You know the Mets had a 6-game lead for the wild card too. You know what? Right now they're 7 games out. Did you see that day? They do. And now Chaperone's gonna sing a cover of Free Fallin' too. So that song Chaperone's gonna be everywhere. This is going to be immaculate landing by Strider. Jeff McFeeble, over his last 27, just gets ball in the dirt, swing. Ball in the dirt, swing.
You like Lambeau Field?
Yes, I do. You know, it's loud. Mets are getting on the dugout. They're getting ready to sing praise you. Hang on a hang on.
Sorry to interrupt this musical performance, but shout out to... You should really read it, Frank.
Another easy peasy. The lemon squeezy. The Mets have scored a total of 2 runs. They have been outscored on the Braves 29-2.
Shout out Tim Talk Sports. Thanks for the $2. Frank, top 5 NBA players.
Danny Ainge, Charles Barkley, I guess Shaquille O'Neal, Jason Kidd. Had one guy who fell off the my favorite 5. He killed a guy. And
Jason Williams?
Yeah.
That was a tragedy. Did you name 5?
Trying to see who my 5th guy would be.
What about the Nets bum?
What?
The player on the Nets you always bring up?
Oh, Drazen.
No, the worst player ever.
Oh, Yinka Dare?
Yeah. Rodman? No?
No, I said it. It's
okay.
Ainge, Barkley,
So
Shaq, Jason Kidd.
Shout out to Quinn Thomas, $5. Frank, because of you, I'm a Mets and Devils fan.
Well, he struck out the side. And Strider is starting to glide. It's good. He is now 2 innings into a no-hitter. This is going to be a no-hitter. And the Mets are doing praise you. Hang on to yesterday after the end of all song. The Mets were 15 games ahead of the Braves, and now the Braves are going to leap them in the standings. The free fall will never end. And they're going to do it again. They're going to have Chaperone Day.
Thanks again, Quinn.
And Hey kid, they Pink Pony Club. It said how they used to play. How they used to play whatchamacall?
Yep.
Brightside. There's a Pink Pony Club at the end of every inning. At the end of every inning.
Where are your weights at, you crazy motherfucker? What would it take for you to do the worm again?
World Series.
You'd have to be careful because I'll tell you something. You don't have all that padding you used to have. And you might end up, you know. One time I tried to do the worm and kind of hurt myself. Nope, I'm watching Frank in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Love you guys so much. I get to do this instead of having to chase sales quotas. So everybody that thinks like my life's so hard and whatever, it's like I'm blessed. There you go, Frankie. Get that rage out in those fucking biceps, motherfucker.
And they're playing this. They're playing Hot to Go too. I hear now. This the demon.
What if we put you in the weight room and put headphones on you with just Hot to Go on repeat? You'd probably put David Goggins in a coffin. You'd work out so hard. You'd be throwing weights. You'd be throwing people.
No, I'd be throwing. Yeah, the weights. I'd be throwing them at the fucking rage room. I only played.
Oh, we should do that. A rage room, and Mikey and I could put together a song of, Frank's most hated songs, mostly uplifting, loving songs like "Don't Worry, Be Happy," "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," songs like that. No, Frank would not collab with Bonnie Blue. Were you surprised by Ranger Stadium?
Yeah, it was. I like the concourses.
Oh, also the outside, Frank.
What?
Compared to the outside,
the outside of the stadium looks awful. It looks like an aircraft hangar.
No, but I meant the places for people to hang out. Didn't they?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about how it looks.
From my memory, the Cardinal Stadium has great areas to hang out inside.
Yeah, one place $10 yet. Oh no, I haven't been to a game there. I've been outside the stadium, but not to a game.
Can you see the $10 one?
No.
Okay, so it's from Sander Neff. Sander Neff. He FaceTimed him before the game and gave him a tutorial on the chop. And would you do a walk with your favorite singer?
No.
Okay. Yes, I agree. Frank, in fact, I would love to get a Montes jersey if you don't mind getting me one. If he goes 7 and scoreless, then you have to run, and then when you get back, you need to order me my new jersey. We already hit this one.
Nick Allen, the ninth hitter, is now 20 for 20 against the Mets this season. And now here comes Acuna. And here comes the downfall.
The Mets are batting?
What?
The Mets are batting.
No.
Oh. Sorry, it's Acuna, so I get confused.
Well, the Mets so far have only had 8 pitchers so far.
God, the chat.
Yesterday, they only had 61 pitches, and the day before that, Sunday, they only took 50 pitches.
All right, chat. I scrolled all the way back down, so I'm going to try to keep up.
Yesterday and 2 on Sunday.
499 W's in the chat for Jenks. I'm not just trying to give love to myself. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. I'm doing my best. I'm honestly trying to check the score, check Frank. Got some other stuff with emails and stuff, but got to keep it rolling. Frank, if you see questions you don't like, just say next. But I'll keep flashing more because these guys are super engaged and we want to keep them engaged.
I think Prince Fielder was on Hall of Fame track before the injuries. Acuna's up again. He's hit a home run in every game so far against the Mets.
That was a good question, Frank.
Charlotte and Nashville. Darren Ruff.
Keep the faith, Frank. Montes looks good.
Load. Every time Nick Young's been on base, he scored.
Wow. I look at all these W's. I even got a W. I think those are W's for me. It's so crazy. Frank, you remember when I was first just filming shit and everybody thought I was a fucking piece of shit? I used to get so much fucking shit.
Now he's falling behind an account.
Got through it with you thanks to support like that. I love you. My brother. Frank, how'd you meet Mikey?
Just he contacted me via Twitter and volunteered to help produce my podcast.
The funny thing about Frank is he's responded to like countless random people on Twitter, and a couple of them, myself included, have become like lifelong friends.
Yeah, the Marlins will probably win one before the Mets even have another win probably at this rate.
Can you shout out his name and thank him?
Had an 0-2 count, now it's 3-2.
Shout out the motherfucker's name and thank him.
This is fucking Montas.
Thank him. He put money in.
Well, thanks, Nick. Oh, here comes a 2-1 home run.
Mikey's here. Mikey's always here. He's helping run stuff on the back end, but he's also taking care of his baby. He's also got a wife. He also worked a full day. He also edited multiple.
And there's a walk. And Corner he's doing the cold, and he's going. He just want to just tap the catcher. I'll be back, and the catcher just laughing, and Lindor's laughing, and they said that you got to assume the room, and they're playing, and they play it every 5 seconds. HLTTLTL.
Swear to God, I really don't know her. Another 5. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. You got to read that, Frank. Somebody paid.
You know she had.
Frank, you got to read that. Strawberry. You got to read that.
Mikey Betts doing Pink Pony Club. Look at this. 5 balls in a row by fucking Montas. This is it. This is where the implode happens.
You got to read when they pay.
I hate that. I hate Chaperone. And fucking Lindor, everyone dances that fucking song. And she looks like a skank with a mop on her head.
Would you read the chat with some appreciation and thank the person?
Well, thanks. Lip 2000.
And I'll read it since Frank's being crazy. He saw Mikey Betts on the street. He was doing the chop, Frank, while singing Pink Pony Club. He was smiling ear to ear at the Lindor strikeout. So, R.I.P. Mikey.
7 balls in a row. Ding, ding, ding. And there you go. All the other racers are ready to jump on the dugout. And Montas is ready to fucking... This is Montas. This is who Montas is.
What's the current setup?
First and second, 1 out.
How many runs?
Count.
How many runs?
Reloaded.
How many runs given up?
None yet.
Okay. Just checking.
And
oh, here we go.
I think NJ Giant fan might have a point.
Oh, thank you, Kevin Hogan. Really appreciate that. Definitely did not need to throw in the money. Anytime you guys say stuff like that, sometimes it's hard, but it makes it a lot easier, as corny as it sounds. Because that's the whole point of putting out content, trying to give people something to escape from. Although,
oh, there he goes.
Frank's crazy.
Oh. I caught on the warning track, but the
Why
run
do you sound disappointed when something good happens?
Yeah, but the
winning
run is already on first.
What's that? The winning run
insurmountable.
What's the setup?
First and third, 2 outs. Harder to line up. Marcell Ozuna, who is net.
So if he gets me out here,
18 RBIs against the Mets already this season is up.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yet I continue to fight these battles uphill. I'm not reading a comment. I'm just thinking. Yeah, so it's 0-0, 2 outs. So we could get out of this inning cleanly.
It won't get out of the inning.
Frank, positive mental attitude.
There is no positivity. Positivity died June 13th with Chaperone being played over and over again. The demonic one. I think she has a mustache.
All right. Would you stop with the attacks of her? I'm sure she's a perfectly fine person. I think she's a
I don't know about that. She's
No, Mr. Maintenance over here that had the one time showed up after shaving his whole head and he had a whole sprout of hair coming out of his face.
I was doing a.
You look like a crazy scientist.
Yeah, well, look at the haircut Sterling Marte has.
If I'm absolutely starving and there's no other option.
That was kind of the thing I was in. It's only the third time
Frank
I've had
no
fast food in the last 2 months.
What do you think your changes per week from like the old days, 3-4 years ago to now?
Now it's probably maybe 2 or 3 times a month to when it was probably 3 or 4 times a week.
One of the things you don't get enough credit for is not just losing the weight, but that you've kept
And the Mets don't get another call from the umpire.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, it's 2-2 now. And now the runner on first stole second. So now it's second and third. And it was a strike. It was a fucking strike. The umpires, the strike zone from the Mets is this small. And the umpire this one is, and the last inning, the Mets have not. Look at this. Now it's 3-2. And the umpire's doing it. The umpire's actually doing the tomahawk. The umpire's actually doing the tomahawk. It's Buster Olney behind home plate. I am fucking sick of this fucking umpires. The Mets get fucked by the umpires at least 7 times a game. And here comes the 3-run homer. Strike 4.
It's a good question. What's the Mets' current worst contract?
It's probably Montas.
There we go. $5 from Spencer. Shout out Spencer. You want to read that one, Frank?
They were 21 games over 500. It's now 13. After today, it will be 12. After they get swept by the Rays, it will be 10. By the time the All-Star break arrives, it will be under 500.
I mean, they literally paid. You're supposed to read what they said, not just yell at.
They're 13 games over by 500. The bottom of the order, they said the bottom of the order is A-OK. In fact, they can get 2 more Jared Youngs. To the
Focus. You got to get through this. It's 2 sentences. Come on. You can do it, man.
The slump will never end.
I'm sorry, Spencer.
Let's see, I'm answering him.
Yeah. Good job. Fucking lunatic. I try so hard. I mean, people just don't even know. There's no, you can't. Whatever you imagine, it's more. Frank, imagine your reaction if the umpire took off his mask. I think in Frank's brain, he probably does see that. So, like, for him, that happened.
I better put these glasses aside.
Frank watches the Mets like if a normal person ate an eighth of mushrooms and then turned on the Mets 30 minutes later. That's how Frank experiences the Mets.
I don't know which part of Ireland I'm from. I don't know much about my.
Oh, can you do an Irish accent for everybody?
Was that?
Give us a little Irish accent, setting the scene of what's going on in the baseball game.
The Mets lineup is completely feeble. There's nobody. There's no hope. The bottom of the lineup is coming up again, and so the Mets are just basically just saying, "Okay, next inning, we got to have to score, but we won't score because the Mets lineup is a black hole." Jared Young says that losing is the greatest thing that's ever happened in the world. Be done. Good morning in America.
Your Irish and Indian accents are wildly similar. I'm going to put this link up on Instagram so people on Instagram know that if they have absolutely nothing better to do with their life, they can watch us. This link up on Instagram. I hear my voice. It's awkward. So, Frank, what's good in your life right now?
Just a walk. Because everything with the Mets sucks. Season fucking completely collapsed.
Quick pivot.
Beatty. First pitch swinging. A nice pop up right to the pitcher. Strider has retired, has only allowed one walk, and it's the third inning, and he's only thrown 13 pitches.
Just getting this link up, and then I'll be back.
Now another feeble-ass motherfucker coming up.
YouTube.
Ronnie Mauricio.
Live.
Swing and a miss.
What's the score, Frank?
Nothing.
Okay.
Ronnie Mauricio's batting average is now 080. 080.
080. It's weird how
Ronnie Mauricio just swung at a ball that almost hit him.
That almost hit him?
Yep. Ronnie Mauricio, last 16 at-bats, all strikeouts on 3 pitches.
All right. I put it on my Instagram story for whatever that's worth. I also...
And Ronnie Mauricio, just another feeble-ass asset. I mean, just Ronnie swing Mauricio! And he's coming, and he's actually doing the HLTGO back to the dugout. Yes. He loves losing!
How much space do you have around your floor there on the right? On your right?
Not much space.
All right. I want to, if you're good at, when you get worked up, see the big man move a little.
Fucking Ronnie swing and miss CL.
All right.
And
Getting
now
back
actually
in the chat. Oh, God. Frank, who's going to coach the Knicks? We're going to talk about it on the pod Thursday, but you got rumors.
You're going to end up with someone who's.
Frank brought it up in the gambling game today. I was so depressed.
The guy who's once had a 10-72 season with the Charlotte Hornets.
I have a prediction. Frank's Knicks
Ham.
fandom will significantly increase if they start to really fall apart. Frank, Buster only or Michael K?
Michael K, I guess. There's no Buster only has no redeeming qualities.
Hopefully you guys can tell Frank didn't really take it easy on Michael K, but I do have to give him credit. He was a total champion about everything, and he was so nice to Frank, and he really liked Frank Walks and how it's had a good impact on people. Who do I want us to draft? I actually think
the Knicks even have a draft pick?
Yeah, first of all, it's a good question. Second of all, later in the draft, it's kind of hit or miss. I think we've got good management. The big thing with me is firing Tibbs, but to do it without a guy in your back pocket that you're going to hire, that's what's really rubbing me wrong. The other thing is, like this guy saying, the East with all the injuries, they're going to have a real opportunity regardless of the coach. The other big thing is if they keep Rick Brunson. So if they
another strikeout. Strider, he is now 20. He is now one total away to a no-hitter. And they have guaranteed no-hitter nights.
Yes, Mikey is coming.
It's going to be a no-fucking hitter.
Yes, I made good money in my sales years.
Somebody needs to be fucking fired.
Frank, someone's saying you were right. Ooh, that's a good one. I think Buster right now is on top of everybody. This morning, he confirmed that he colluded with Blooper. Money, Frank. You can get through this one.
Yep, I believe it. I believe Montas and Blooper and Buster only all doing the chop.
And the most important part, thank you, Caden Simmons, for the $199. Actually, Clemmer, I saw him today in the kitchen. He told me the Knicks called him last night, but he was working on Rat Race, so he passed on the job, and he's also more focused on the game coming up. But, yeah, the Knicks are getting a little desperate.
They're going to hire a terrible coach.
All right. My favorite is San Francisco. It's absolutely gorgeous. That and St. Louis.
Celtics just traded Porzingis to the Hawks.
Yeah, too many big contracts. Once they gave that $300 million to Jaylen Brown, that's when
Nets are in the trade with Terrence Mann going to the Nets.
How many hits has he given up, Frank?
Who? Montas?
Yeah.
2. Mets don't have anywhere near close to a hit.
So what are we? Well, give me the setup right now.
4th inning, Mets being no hit.
What does 4th inning mean?
Middle innings.
Okay. I wouldn't know.
4th inning.
Middle of the 4th.
No,
0-0.
top of the 4th. Braves are coming up. Jose Reyes is in the fucking at the game, and they're interviewing Jose Reyes.
That might be the one guy that could give Buster a run for his money.
Mets will not be fine, Spencer. Mets will not be fine. They're broken. They've been broken since June 13th.
Thank you for the $199, Spencer.
The Nets now have 5 first-round draft picks. Not one of those players is going to be good. By the way, check out the ballpark tour video. Chris Armiente did an absolute awesome job in editing it.
Barstool After Dark's great.
Of course, it's on again?
Feel free to hop in. It's on every Tuesday night, Frank.
Well, what are they doing this week?
The chat probably knows. Can't remember.
They go very late because
it's very impressive what Tate's managed to do, to be honest, because it's exhausting. Like we did it the one time, and we got out of it quickly.
They go deep into the night.
The chat is ruthless. No matter what they come up with, it gets shit on. Like it's a thankless job. You know, a lot of people said Malone, but people like to connect him to Tibbs, but I don't think that's fair. He won a championship.
Malone should be Malone would be an acceptable coach.
Yes, we did get into it. So, what did you tell Michael Kay when he was being so gracious toward you and seemed like he wanted to do a walk?
I want to do it when there's a Subway Series and the Mets are playing better.
Imagine being Frank's producer. He actually said that.
It feels like everything is wrong with the Mets right now. And it feels like the whole
don't worry about it.
Caved in.
You can always get other A-list guests. It's not like a who wins a ring first, the Mets or the Dolphins? I think we gotta say Mets with Steve Cohen, right?
Not after the June 13th curse.
What killed the Sixers with Embiid, Frank?
Embiid just doesn't give a fuck. He'd rather be sitting on the bench. He has no work ethic. He thinks that Connor Cowher is his favorite. Because he thinks that the NBA should play once a week with 4 off days.
Mets can get 3 players after the game tonight. Who do you want?
Zach Gallen. I'll make it easy. Gallen, Suarez, 2 Diamondbacks. And fucking another walk by Montas. These walks are going to haunt him.
What's the setup?
1 on, 1 out.
Is there a right terminology for what's the setup?
No, that's pretty much it.
Nailed it.
So a bat, a reliable starting pitcher, and let's see. You know what? Probably want 2 starting pitchers. So let's go Gallen, Suarez, and bring back Severino.
Miss Severino. No, I think Frank unknowingly moved into a deft community.
And now 4 straight balls thrown by Montas. Keeps fucking around like this, it's gonna fuck him up.
Yes, we saw it, and it was bad. Frank, how you feeling overall? Everyone's happy you're slimming down, but they're worried about your mentals.
Yeah, well, this whole fucking Mets season just turned on a fucking dime.
You think you can ever like compartmentalize that, like put it aside a little?
No.
God, I didn't even finish the question. It was a no. I don't have cable, Michael, and I would literally be getting cable just to watch the Mets when all I do is hear about the Mets all day, and Frank's going to yell at me what's going on anyways. So, and also if I'm watching the game, you guys are so active in the chat, which I love. I need to keep scrolling and trying to pick good ones. So I think it's fine. Chat seems okay with it. What do you need to watch the game for? And you got Frank Fleming commentating.
And there it is, 2-0.
Oh boy.
Oh, whew. It was a
What
buster.
happened? Buster ball?
Yep.
We out of the inning?
Yep. I thought that was gone.
So that's 3 scoreless?
4.
4 scoreless. We're midway through the 4th. My guy Montas, give me my what's the rundown? What's the strikeouts, walks? What's he done? Hits?
I don't think he's had too many strikeouts, but he's had like 3 walks.
And how many hits?
2.
He's got a 2-hitter going?
Yeah, well, the Mets are being no hit.
I'm talking about Montas.
He has 3 strikeouts so far.
That's my guy.
3 strikeouts, 3 walks.
Guys, if we get to 6 innings, 3 or less runs, Frank is doing a suicide run in his hallway. By suicide, I mean there and back, like basketball, not running to death. Which will be electric. I hope a neighbor pops out and you just truck them. That would be the best content ever. Here we go. 5 worst in Mets history. I feel like you get asked this a good amount. Sorry, Frank is on a different screen. 5 worst Mets players in history, Frank. Yeah, he's not even listening to me, guys. I'm
reading other chats.
What, YouTube or something? Where are you?
Twitter DMs.
That's not a chat. Those are DMs. And those are normally avatars saying horrible things to you. This is what you do to yourself. This is what I'm working with, people. We got a chat here of people that love you, asking you questions, that are supporting you. By the way, guys, I'm a terrible producer. Frank's YouTube numbers have not grown at all. So even if you're watching on Twitter,
I don't understand why YouTube I can't get more.
You can like the stream and subscribe.
I can't understand how I don't get how I'm not at 100,000 subscribers.
It's a big deal for Fleming Enterprises. Well,
better not be coming back to the Devils.
It's on me. You can always fire me.
I had fucking Wendy's.
Well, I'm glad you're angry about it. The first thing is that you're honest and you're pissed. But now let's fucking just be better.
I just didn't have time.
We got a week left. No, don't blame time. Be hard on yourself, but forgive yourself and then be better. But it's not a time thing because you can plan ahead. You're smart.
I did plan ahead. The problem was it's 98 fucking degrees. I got stuck on a train for 45 fucking minutes that didn't move. I got home later than I expected. And the time I would have had to cook my steak didn't formulate.
What I'm saying is you could have had an alternate plan. Getting delayed on New Jersey Transit is not exactly shocking. Or
the only other choice then it would have been making hot dogs.
Dave Portnoy takes care of you. You have a good job. You probably have local people that would cook you food for free. The only other choice was hot. That you're laughing.
Well,
I'm not even going to dignify that.
Everything's in the fucking freezer, not in the fridge.
Frank, can you name the 2000 Cardinals infield? Shout out Chris for $5.
2000 Cardinals infield. Well, I know they had. I know Will Clark played a lot of first base because whatchamacall got hurt. McGuire. Another feeble inning. I mean, this is really heading to a no hitter.
What's the score?
Nothing. Okay. Brandon Nimmo absolutely dead at bat. He hasn't done anything since June 13th. Him and Alonso.
Imagine if Frank was as hard on himself about his diet as he was on the Mets. He would end up in a hospital with them trying to pump water and nutrients into his system. We need more big men. We need more interior presence. But
2-0 count, by the way, to Soto, the only Met who's breached base with a walk.
I also think if we use guys like Shamit and Deuce and have an actual rotation, we are a good team. I just don't like how Cat plays from the outside in when he's a big man. Shout out Scotty. I don't know if that's supposed to mean something. If it's offensive, I apologize. I'm ignorant, but I think it's just nothing. No, I live in Manhattan.
Another walk by Soto.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, but
you said it with a resting bitch face.
Yeah, but yes.
Another walk by Soto. What do you want him to swing at balls?
No, but
okay.
That means somebody else has to come through.
Well, that's what team sports are, buddy. No one man's going to win it.
Yeah, well, everyone else is fucking gone in the abyss. Alonso's now 0 for his last 90.
The abyss. You know, that's what I put down as my address when I have to sign stuff.
Strike one to Alonso right down the middle of the plate.
Mikey bets. Here we go. $2. You'll like this one, Frank.
Oh, yeah. Lip. Yep.
We got to read it.
Mikey bets is a dead man if the Mets get no hit. And I'm like, yep.
There you go. I don't know why you're so anti-reading these. It's another money.
Scott says his cousin's Frankie.
Please be kind. You left out please be kind. You literally, I think you did it subconsciously, too. God, you're sick.
Soto just stole second.
Thank you, guys. What does 20,000 even mean? Does that mean anything? I never know what any of this shit means. But humbling. I know you guys are here for Frank, but it's still fucking fun.
And Alonso's got 2 strikes again. And he's been just striking. Yeah, he's looking like the last year's Alonso all of a sudden again. Ever since everything went wrong on June 13th.
Frank, does it mean it's a bot if they keep asking this? Because remember this question came up earlier? It's like the 3rd time they've put it.
Probably.
I see the same thing twice. I'm not going to. I won't show it. I won't ban you. I'm going to ban you.
Oh, finally a hit. Will actually score a run? Nope.
Jenks is not hitting the macros. It's noticeable.
Mets finally got a hit, but it's 1st and 3rd. Now here comes the abyss.
I don't know what that means. I'm not hitting the macros. Jenks, what happens if the Mets get no hit? Frank has an excuse to go fully nuclear. We just have to hope that he doesn't do it to the detriment of his own health, which he very much, might. But you really can't, Frank.
Well, the Mets just got a hit, but Soto couldn't score.
Frank,
1st and 3rd.
$20. Big shout out to Kevin McLean. Hey, Frank. So where do you get your Chewies? I can't afford to break my glasses. I do the clapping thing, but it's not enough.
Amazon.
Say less.
You want to look for something like this.
Okay, I can do that, Aaron. I know Aaron's a big Mets fan, longtime supporter. The thing is, sometimes I like Frank explaining it because it gets him worked up.
We got Marte. We got Farte up with a 2-0 count. On 1st and 3rd.
Get the Farte.
Out. And it's 3-0 count to Farte.
All right, I've got the Mets play-by-play up.
And now the Abyss is coming.
Oh, Francis, for you to think we've not been in the Abyss this whole time.
I have broken 8 pair of glasses this month.
I mean, you do understand they're having a good season.
No, they're not.
And every night, it's just like
it all fell apart June 13th.
It's so stressful.
So the bases loaded, 1 out. Here, how will the Mets fuck this up? The Mets with the bases loaded have not scored a run in 2 weeks. They're 0 for the last 13 with the bases loaded.
Favorite 4 nicknames. I think it'd be funnier coming from Frank. There's so many. What do you think are your 4 best?
I think the newest one that's best is Francisco Alvarez. Jeff McFeeble. That one's always been a classic one.
There we go. $2 from Cesar Furman. What are your top 5 hot dogs in Jersey?
Rutt's Hot Windmill. Tony's Hot Dog Truck in Branch Brook. Dickie D's. And I'm going to go JJ's in Newark.
I noticed the bases were loaded. Shout out.
Bases loaded, 1-0 count to McFeeble. And now McFeeble just swung like a rusty gate. McFeeble over his last 19.
Oh, I hope he gets some more.
Completely in McFeeble mode. He's had 6 at-bats in the last week with the bases loaded, and each time is hitting to a double play. He's with the bases loaded this year, that's all he's done is hitting the double plays. Now he just fouled one off, so it's a now 0-2 count to McFeeble.
Will you concede that Montas has pitched well so far?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? He hasn't given any runs. Come on, man.
And then some assholes trying to call me.
Probably Mikey Betts trying to help Frank with something.
Nope.
$2 from Scotty. Thank you. He's willing to sell his children to meet you, Frank. What's your response?
Probably you shouldn't do that, but try to meet me at a Met game. It's a 2-2 count now to McFeeble.
If you don't love your kids, I think that you can give them to social services. I mean, don't recommend that, but don't sell them to people.
2-2 count to McFeeble. McFeeble just hit one in the air. Will it get him home? Yes, it did. All right.
Woo! Say his name, Frank.
McNeil got a run in.
Yeah. Goddamn right he did. Let's go, Mets. 1-0. Montas night. Montas celebration night.
Probably not on the 18th.
It's the spark we needed.
I usually go Saturdays.
What are you replying to?
Will I be at the July 18th game on Friday?
It's amazing how you get so focused on the chat once the Mets start putting runs up.
Luis Torrens, who has also been pretty bad lately. The Mets haven't had a good catcher since fucking Paul LaDuca.
Great run there. Jeff McNeil, shout out, who once stared daggers into Frank. I was there. It was one of the most.
I don't know what my victory meal will be if the Mets win the World Series, Trent.
He's going to plate the shit out of that meal. Subway Series, Frankie? You going any?
I'm going to the one on the 5th, the Saturday game.
I think he's sad to say his name, Jeff McNeil.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice to get
what's his average, Frank? What's his real average?
240.
In America or in Fleming land?
That I think his average is.
You looking it up?
Hold on.
Hold on. I think it gets overblown sometimes.
Yeah, it is 240.
People underestimate. Frank has a lot of buddies in the office. A lot of the social.
Christian Encarnacio Strand. Well, I would if he can't hit with runners in scoring position, Christian strands the runners on.
Love that.
I see. Not I've got it. It's 242. That's going to Disneyland does not sound fun to me, Nick.
Do you know anyone that would go?
Yeah, I do. Goes all the time too. He has a season pass or lifetime pass, I think too.
Got a song request here. Bases loaded?
Actually, yeah.
I'm going to reach out to Joey Chestnut, see if we can get a second walk and talk about him
Torrance just walked, so the bases are loaded again.
I'm actually ahead of you now, Frank, so I can't spoil for you. Oh, how the turntables.
Who should the Mets primary? They got to get a starting pitcher. Minaya is shut down now. They can't keep throwing Blackburn out there. There's 2 outs and Beatty's up, and Beatty's just been brutal lately. Batting average back to 215. You know, it's just plain simple that Beatty just isn't that good. And he just half-heartedly swung a ball into the dirt.
Frank will not be in Boston. How many outs? 2. 0-1 count. Someone says we should get Bueller.
Oh, here we go. That's going to get a couple runs in. That's good.
What do we got?
2-run single by Beatty. Maybe he'll finally get back to hitting again. But
what do you mean? Maybe he just did. He just hit with Risp. Bases loaded. Let's go nuts.
I have never been to a Lakewoods Blue Claw game. I wouldn't mind going to a Lakewood Blue Claw game, even though we're affiliated with the fucking Phillies.
Unbelievable. Montas celebration night.
No, it was actually a good hit by Beatty. He actually had 2 hits yesterday.
Where do you hit it?
That's 4 fucking hits were his. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he can start hitting again. Now here's Ronnie swinging Mauricio.
Where'd Beatty put it?
Kind of a parachute, right in the outfield, like nice, easy single between the center fielder and right fielder.
I agree. Mets need some positive energy. Took it the other way.
Sheets kind of sucks. There are no Sheets in New Jersey, only Wawa.
Oh, do you love Wawa? I'll never forget after driving directly home from a boxing match in West Virginia. You made us, let me finish. You made us drive 40 minutes out of the way to go to a Wawa, and we couldn't get gas because the workers.
Holy shit, did he hit that? Is that gone? Nope, foul.
Love the excitement.
Well, there's no excitement. It went foul.
So Frank started, we did a video where Frank was yelling at the cones because they put cones in front of the gas pumps. And
yes, in New Jersey, you can't pump your own gas, and there was nobody around to pump the damn gas.
So we're sitting in a parked car, and Frank, someone comes up to the window. What'd they say?
And Mauricio is 17 straight strikeout. Favorite Met jersey of all time? Well, I kind of like the traditional jersey. And I have a soft part for the one with the racing stripes from the 80s. Sweet. I went to Coors Field last year. That video might be out soon. I'll definitely I've got a bunch of ballpark tour videos filmed, and they'll be getting released this summer. And I'm going to start shooting some more soon.
We're hoping to go to a Dodgers game with Rob Lowe. So that could be happening soon. Shout out to him.
I don't hate Duke. I don't know why anyone thinks I hate Duke. I don't like Duke.
It's a good question.
These guys, it absolutely has just vitriol towards Duke.
How
In
about
fact,
this,
I
Frank?
rooted for Duke for a couple of years. I didn't root for them over Seton Hall, but I kind of rooted for them when he had Bobby Hurley, when he had Ala Abdelnaby. I like when he had a couple of Jersey boys.
Frank, would you be okay with the Mets championship if it meant the Braves win 10 straight? Good question. I've never seen him take this long.
If the Braves have to win 10 straight World Series, I might have to explore Europe. But I take it. All right, now the Mets got to have a shutdown inning. It's the 5th inning.
199. Would you do a walk with Kamala Harris? I'm going to go with that. No. We try to stay
Probably not, especially since he's kind of irrelevant.
If Dave wanted us to do a walk for numbers purposes, we'd be more open-minded, but we try to stay away from politics. Well, this is what do you like?
I would like to do a walk with Jack Chitterelli and Mikey Sherrill, because I probably have to do balance. But it's probably best to avoid politics.
Yeah, we don't want people using you for their campaigns.
But
what do you like more, Shea or City?
City. I mean, Shea was okay, but it was so antiquated and old by the time the 2000s arrived. Montas has got to get a clean inning here. Clean inning. Shut down fucking inning.
If anybody in the chat wants to,
I heard that the old company that made the hot dogs at Dodger Stadium went out of business due to regulations by Gavin Newsom, and now the new hot dogs are like the worst hot dogs in baseball. I've actually heard that.
Frank, you know what I heard? Montas is back. Motherfucker.
Well, he hasn't pitched too bad so far. The trains were broiling. I was in a car that had no air conditioning and just parked for 45 minutes.
Frank, I know you don't give a fuck, but maybe you should quote tweet your on the top of your Twitter timeline. You'll see the live stream and say that we're 6 Montez outs away from you having to do a running lap in your hallway, which is, guys, really, that's why I'm here tonight. I have been rooting for Montez all day.
I'll wait to do that.
Okay. What, 3 outs, 1 out? Don't want to jinx it?
I'll wait. Don't want to jinx it.
Good call.
This is a 3-2 count now. Oh, he struck a guy out good. Finally got a call.
I'm ahead of you, so I know. And I'm like giving it, it's a 1 second.
No, it wasn't this morning. It was this afternoon. And it was between City Caucus and North Broad Street.
I will say this, and Frank, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we would welcome a walk with the CEO of New Jersey Transit, and that would be a brave move by that person.
Oh,
unless they just got hired and they're going to like revamp everything. Frank, can you explain, and I'm not trolling and no jinx, but what's Montas doing well? Because you said he's not getting a ton of strikeouts, but he's getting outs.
Yeah, he's just he has 4 strikeouts so far, which is okay. It's okay. I gotta say this. He had a couple of lucky breaks where he hit balls hit to the warning track.
Is that a lucky break that the pitch was good enough that they didn't get it out of the park?
Sometimes.
Okay. That's all you got?
So yeah, he's kind of been. Sometimes they just barely miss, and he had one pitch that really did look like it was going out too, last inning.
I appreciate this comment. For anybody that thinks I try to pull Frank away from political stuff because like I want him to say one thing or another, it's not that. It's more just all of it's so nasty and negative, and it's all fake and trying to get endorsements. We want to be
everyone who knows me knows
outlet
kind of where I lean. And then Nick Allen, another fucking hit. They can't get ninth hitter out. They cannot ever get the ninth hitter fucking out. And now here comes fucking Acuna again.
You do hate taxes. Trains were bad today. Frank got trapped, which is not ideal.
I got on a train that was already late leaving Penn Station at 4:05. It's usually a 3:50 train to Watsessing Station.
And Frank, did you get trapped both ways today?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, I remember you texting me in the morning.
Well, that was actually yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Sorry.
This morning wasn't too bad.
Steve Cohen, we don't ever expect to go on a walk with Frank, and we respect it. Like, as Frank says so many crazy things about his players, how would it make his players feel if Steve Cohen was walking around laughing with Frank? So he's more than welcome, and Frank admits he was wrong.
What's funny is the players don't.
We're never going to get him.
As much as I thought they did.
Of course. Sorry to anybody if I missed your question. I'm trying to do my best. I'm going through them. Oh, I like this one.
Welcome to Frankie Burgers, where I review the best the hamburger stands in America.
For those of you that wouldn't know, Acuna just got struck out, I guess to be the right language, by Montas. 2 down.
Jeff's Kosher Hot Dogs at Dodger Stadium, best in LA. You know, Sam, I am, and thank you for the $2 on that one. You know, let me tell you something.
Just ignores that Montas strikeout. Psycho.
Nice strikeout.
Thank you.
But now here comes the guy that he hasn't gotten out yet.
All right. Life's about overcoming challenges.
What was I about to say? This guy who just put $2 to us. Who I'm trying to talk to. Sam, I am.
I got it. No, that's Cesar. Wow, I'm way behind. Sam, I am. Here we go. Sam,
and maybe one day I'll go to Florida. But you can put that next one up too. 2-0 count to fucking Olsen.
Florida?
Jeff's Kosher Dog. You know, I got to say this. The kosher hot dog. When you go to a stadium and all the hot dogs suck, sometimes you find that kosher dog and it's actually decent.
So I know it wasn't a paid one. It was just you liked the question.
What?
It wasn't an actual. Oh no, was it a paid? Oh, here's a paid one.
No, it was paid. You just clicked it off.
It was. My bad.
It was by Sam I Am, and he's out of the inning.
Montas.
I don't know if we'll pitch the 6th.
Oh well, you still got it. Come on, don't be feeble.
If the Mets win. Yes.
Come on. You said Montas was going to be the worst. If he does 5 and they pull him, it's not his fault. A scoot is not going to kill you. You're on a live stream. It's content. Come on. You should give the people extra if the Mets win.
But the kosher hot dog sometimes could be well, I'm still answering Sam I Am.
Okay. I like that you're actually paying attention to me.
So the kosher hot dog sometimes can definitely be really good, but it's not the best hot dog in LA. Tail of the Pup Snapple Razzle hot dogs. And Snapple Razzle is a new upstart brand that's going to a lot of new places, and I think that you could even order them. Snapple Razzle hot dogs. And I'd love to get Snapple Razzle's attention sometime. Snapple Razzle. I'd love to do some content with you because your hot dogs are awesome.
He definitely didn't hold back there. Frank, was this the one you were answering?
There was another one. I might want to go to South Florida one day. Maybe when I retire. Maybe when the Dolphins actually have new ownership, and Chris Greer's long gone.
At what age and like what situation would you envision a
I
Frank?
don't know. Maybe I don't know. 60. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
In 11 years?
10.
If you retire, what do you think I'll do?
You'll probably have the Brett money. You go to Italy.
Good for a live stream.
You'll be
All right, Lindor's up.
well, it's in commercial.
Maybe for you.
Yes, PCA is. No, it's in commercial. Now it's coming out of commercial. Let me put on this other light here.
Thank you, Sam. I am. We'll let you know when we're in LA. Well, obviously, we always let you guys know whenever we're going anywhere.
All right, Lindor leading off. Lindor leading off in the 5th.
Love you,
They
Michael.
called that a strike? It was a foot outside.
Yeah, no, I'm watching the pitch tracker, Frank. It like, is it a strike if it, like in a basketball game, if you hit the sideline half, it's obviously out of bounds? That's what it looks like. It's half on the edge of the strike zone. Does it have to be fully in?
It has to be in the main box.
It ain't in the main box. So your eye's right. Blooper, Fanatic, it's Fanatic. Blooper's a ripoff of Fanatic. Fanatic's the original.
Love to get more runs. You need more fucking runs.
Whenever we go on the road, we try to do group walks so new people can
I've been to Oklahoma.
I don't think we've been there together.
What was that?
Not in your walking days.
Yeah, walking days.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
On the way out to fucking Super Bowl.
Was I with you? I went to Omaha? Omaha?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
The town in outside Tulsa named Jenks, and Lindor.
Oh, the Jenks school we stopped by. Oh, he's probably got a long list for this one. That's a good question. But he's locked into Lindor.
I mean, Lindor struck out on a pitch where he didn't even swing, and the umpire called it a strike. These umpires fucking suck.
Question, Frank. Who's the one guy you had high hopes for with the Mets and didn't pan out? This guy says it was Davis.
Generation K.
All right, we got a $5.
God, Nimmo's had so many bad.
Appreciate all the interactions on X-Jenks. Shout out to Michael Kelly, $5. Thank you. And we'd love to know Frank's thoughts on robot umps. Well, he definitely has a strong opinion, and Mikey is a legend.
We need robot umps. The umpires are so bad.
The umpires union is like the Teamsters back in the 70s, 60s, right?
Yep. Yeah, if an umpire is especially bad, he gets the stadium speaker is better. No, it's not. It's too fucking loud. All right, Nimmo hit a ball that's going foul.
Frank, you'd much rather see a player be aggressive swinging all the time, even if they strike out. I feel like you lose your mind when they're not swinging.
It depends. If they start swinging a bunch of balls in the dirt, like
not
Ronnie
that.
swinging Mauricio.
I'm saying if it's like at least around the strike zone.
Yeah. Like, that's what actually drove me nuts about Daniel Vogelback.
I remember. You used to get silly.
That is what drove me nuts about Daniel Vogelback.
There we go. Some dumbbells. It's the Montas celebration night, guys. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Any questions? I'm popping them up for Frankie. Got a new Frank Walk shirt.
Still got to get fucking 4 more innings, though.
We've also filmed enough episodes where we already have like pretty much enough in the bank to get us through the summer, and we're going to just keep going. And anybody interested in doing walks, popping into the stream, if you're a professional athlete, anything like that, just let me know. Can I pay $50 a month to be in a group text with you? No, and the only reason is you'd end up suing Frank for
God
harassment.
fucking damn it, Nemo.
Nemo is out. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Mets are up 3-0 against the Braves. Juan Soto is up. I think I saw a thing today that he's been batting incredibly well since the last few weeks.
Yeah, Soto's actually hitting well lately.
Any thoughts on Johan Santana?
Wish he didn't blow out his arm.
Good question. Rank refs: NFL, MLB, NBA.
I think
Throw in NHL. Throw in NHL.
I think MLB is probably the worst.
Nice. Then I'd probably go NBA.
Well, NBA is fixed.
There you go. NFL and NHL are kind of similar to me, where they're so fast. It's kind of hard for me to.
The NFL, they're kind of bad too, but
it's so fast.
The NBA. Sometimes I wonder if the NBA is actually WWE.
You know what I would say about NFL refs, Frank, and you know more about hockey, but some of their calls are actually very impressive. When they get it right, like both feet are in, and they have a millisecond, and they have to see if they handled the ball and the feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell they do that.
1-2 count to Soto. Hopefully he gets a fucking hit. He's had a good day so far at 2 walks, but
the NBA is
nice.
Dying on us.
What?
I said the NBA is kind of dying on us.
Yeah, I think a lot of people realize that think it, and I just wonder if sometimes it's your WWE.
I don't think it's the old angry man take anymore. I think it's become more mainstream, and there's several factors.
3-2 count to Soto.
Frank Montas wouldn't go to the dugout between innings if he was coming back out.
Yes, so they always go to the dugout.
Oh, sorry. I thought it said bullpen, but I did say dugout. NBA's rigged. I really wonder. I wonder, like how
Tim Donnie,
he spilled the beans. But you would think after that happened,
the moment I stopped really caring about the NBA was when Tim Donnie was that pitch. That pitch looked inside and low.
Was that the 7th pitch? Yeah, that was a strike. That was in the zone, Frank. All right. We're 3 outs away, Frank. Yeah. You said Montas was going to be garbage. You got to be a man of your world. You never said the Mets had to win. You agreed.
He hasn't been bad.
I even specifically said to you, even if the Mets lose, it doesn't matter. Once he does 6, you got to run. Walk with only.
I don't know if he'll do 6.
Well, that's extremely disappointing. Well, then if they win, you need to do an even extra run. You know what I mean? You need to really put your heart into it. Fair?
Yeah.
On it? Yeah, but you got to back it up, okay?
It'll take me a few minutes to get set up, but I'll do it.
That's okay. All right.
Walk with only or sit with the Dodger speakers for 162.
Oh, God.
Sam, I sit 41 games at Prudential Center. I think they're the same fucking volume.
Old, grumpy, tired of sporting events because I'm extremely spoiled and I still love going to them. But the Devils games, wow. The PA system, it's one of those things where you can't talk to the person next to you. So when they're actually
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I'm a Devils fan.
Stadium, everyone's
I am a Devils fan, and it pisses me off as a Devils fan. So I can't imagine being a Dodger fan and listening to how loud that is. And I put it on the same annoyance level.
Frank, do you know what happened 30 years ago today?
Yep.
What game was it?
4.
Sweet. All right. Razzlebomb.
Significant underdogs.
Montas did the 5, so now it's a fair compromise. 5 innings, no earned runs. Can you give him some credit, Frank?
I will give Montas a lot of credit. He was actually pretty good today.
A lot of credit. I mean, he gave up no runs. So
I'm actually very shocked considering how bad he was in his rehabs. Coach, that's their first cup, not their last cup.
Ooh. Damn. Think the Expos could ever come back?
You asked me if that 20 years ago, I said no fucking chance. There's a good chance it happens. I think I wouldn't say it's better than 50-50, but that possibility is out there. All right. Brazelbon's first 2 pitches are balls to fucking Ozuna. There's nobody on the Braves I hate more than Ozuna. Fucking 3-0 count to fucking Ozuna. You cannot walk the first batter when you're a fucking reliever. This is how you get in trouble. Every time they walk the first batter, they get in trouble. And there it is. 4-pitch walk. No pitch is even close. You know, it's going to implode. It's going to fucking implode. This is how it happens every time with this fucking bullpen lately.
Why'd they take my guy out? How many pitches did he throw?
First start back, that's why they took him out. The fact that he did not pitch well in rehab and was at like 70-something pitches, that's probably the number that they had him at. $80, yeah.
My take on Montas is he's going to turn the entire season around.
Yeah, not this fucking bullpen being so terrible lately. Brazelbon was so good early in the year. Now he's back to being Brazelbum. Every one of these relievers has sucked lately, except Diaz, who hasn't even had a chance to really pitch lately.
Stanek still not doing nothing?
Nope.
One-two count, man on first.
I'd love to get to Fenway this year. I got to film the episode. So maybe, I don't know, but I don't know if I'm going this year. So something's got to happen for me to get there. And that probably is sponsors or something like that. And I'm starting to put the videos out. So maybe, hopefully, something like that can get things going.
Frank, any advice to anyone relying on New Jersey Transit to get to the game tomorrow? Because you launched an entire career.
Good fucking luck. They suck. I'm going to the game tomorrow, too. I don't like the Phillies, so I really can't answer that question. I mean, Bryce Harper, I respect him, how good a player he is. That's about it. Golly. Brazelbon almost threw a fucking wild pitch.
But he didn't. 2-2 count.
If Alvarez was in there, that would have been a wild pitch. Golly, he's not fooling anybody.
We're in contact with those guys, working on some stuff.
He's not fucking fooling anybody. God, Brazelbon does not look good so far.
Chat's predicting the implosion is impending. I don't have faith in Brazelbaum, Frank, personally.
What?
I don't have faith in Brazelbaum right now.
He's going to walk 2 batters. Every time they walk 2 batters, it's fucking disaster. This bullpen's in a disaster.
It's 3-2, though, right?
He's going to walk him or give up a hit. And now Castillo, who sucks, and another walk! Another walk! God damn it, this fucking is going to be implosions here! They're never going to win again! Another fucking walk! Brazelbon, he's thrown 2 strikes, and he's thrown 9 balls so far! I fucking hate this. It gets worse every day. It gets worse every day. This is a game they must win now, and now it's gone. This game's going to be gone. It's going to be tied before you know it. Bryce Harper has scored 5 runs in every game the Mets have played so far against the Braves.
There's a mound visit, if anyone was wondering. Oh, 1.
I'm tired of the bullpen just coming in and just going nuclear. Every time. Nuclear! Every game, nuclear! And now the umpire, squeeze! That strike zone is shrinking! That strike zone is shrinking!
Swinging strike, 1-2 count.
God. That was this close to being gone.
Deep foul ball. All I saw was foul ball.
Very deep. And Vientos is hitting 117 in AAA so far.
Chad says the umps love to squeeze the Mets. Yes.
They just keep fighting off every pitch. I don't want fucking Stroman. Golly, he's gonna walk this guy too. He can't. Castillo's warming up. Castillo, he'll never get a clean inning. Golly, why did they put him in? Why did they put this guy in? He walked the bases loaded. He just walked the bases loaded. Not even close. Not even fucking close. The game is already lost. The Mets are 3-0, and it's a microcosm. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse every fucking day. The Mets can't even hold a lead. They can't. That's why they've lost 13 in a row. And now they're leaving him out there.
O2 count, bases loaded.
The Braves are going to at least tie the game. I think they're going to score 7 funds. And Bonzobon's going to be singing fucking Pink Pony Club.
Oh, that was a really good question. 3-0 Mets.
Now, every time 0-2. Ball, 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 ball. He's gotten 2 strikeouts to every batter. And then it's ball, 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 ball.
1-2 count.
Here it goes. Well, 1 run in, and then the second run tags up and goes to third.
Okay.
Look at Mets going to lose this game. Junk car Brazzle bum.
So the runner stayed at first, so get a double play here. We get out of the inning.
Well, they're bringing in Castillo, who's got an ERA of 9. Brazelbaum, and Castillo, the Mets have not won a single game in which Castillo has pitched in.
Well, thank God we got Mikey Betts here to calm you down.
Well, I just saw Frank Ranson. I'm kind of ready to leave already. Hold on, let me
The Mets are up 3-0, and Montas pitched 5 scoreless innings.
love that.
Sorry, 3-1. They let up a 1-run. It's first and third now with 1
It's
out.
gonna be 3. It's gonna be 5-3 soon.
They
It's
just
gonna be
brought
5-3.
See you, Frank.
How's the family?
Good. My wife is in the kitchen. I put the kid down, grilled some filet mignons and some shrimp and some corn.
Wow.
Not bad. Frank, happiest childhood memory. I don't think Frank has any happy childhood memories.
When he played wiffle ball, he used to have fun.
Do you think what's the score to the game right now? I didn't even look.
3-1. But the problem, they took out the guy Frank's been yelling at, Montas, after 5 scoreless. Brazelbaum came in, walked everybody, loaded the bases, let up a run.
And then Brazelman's standing on the dugout, singing, dancing to Frank Coney Club with Blooper and Busteroni.
Well, it's good to see you, Frank.
God, these glasses.
Good to see you too.
Mets are up 1-3. People are saying that me joining has caused a curse. Should I leave, Frank, just in case?
He's
Up 3-1, and he's in this kind of mood today. All right.
not having it right now.
Walks! 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 All walks have always scored!
All walks have always scored.
I'm going to bring the attention more. Hopefully you'll pop the glasses back in.
How many have you broken today?
4.
I told some people around the office how much you might or might not spend on glasses a year, and they almost passed out.
I just,
4 in a day, Frank.
ordered,
That's $400
ordered 5 more for $400.
You're
Insane, Frank.
This one's kind of broken, but I guess it works good enough with the tip being kind of chewed off over here.
all right. Castillo's pitching.
Frank, you wear clothes the same way like a 1990 Buick that is still on the road drives. It has one different color door. It's just, what is going on? You got duct tape.
Eli White, 8 for 8 with 8 home runs lifetime against Castillo.
A 1 count.
Well, the run's in, and the game is over. Castillo.
3-1.
You know what's the only play between innings? Pig Pony Club.
So it's 3-2. Runners on
All around. She has the devil. She hexes all my teams.
Chappelle Row.
That's what I call her too, Chappelle Roan. First and second, 1 out. Mets are up 3-2.
Yeah, but the game's over. You know they're gonna. You know the game's lost now.
Yes, the Mets have definitely lost this game.
Castillo fucking sucks. And he hit the batter. Bases loaded again. Bases loaded again. 2 pitches. Hit it. And the great old T-O-T-O. There we go. Another fucking pair of glasses.
That's on Castillo.
I love how you.
Yes, they keep putting these fucking bombs in the goddamn game.
Don't rip that shirt. Yeah, Mikey, you're getting more accusations of being a curse.
It might be a curse. Is this the Mikey?
It honestly started there with a pitching change. It's not. It was not when you joined. It had already started.
It might be.
It's the pitching change. The relievers of wins.
Oh no!
They love blaming Mikey. Poor guy. Punching bag.
It's never gonna end. This losing streak is never gonna end.
$2.
Did you guys see? I mean, it's been 2 hours, but have you guys seen the other news?
Hold on, wait. $2, Frankie. I don't think Frank wants to read that. I thought they'd play Mr. Brightside after this.
Can we take that comment off? I just can't look. It's killing me.
Okay.
That was part of the Mr. Brightside song. I don't know if you picked.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that at all.
And now Nick Allen, who is
Boy.
16 for 16 against the Mets. Braves are going to take the lead right here, and the game's over. The Mets have not won a game in which they trailed in the month of June. They fall behind and it just roll over and die.
Shout out to the Migliori family from back home. Apparently they listened to this instead of the broadcast.
Love that.
I'm really hoping Dave texts me at some point and says, hey, I want to join the stream to calm Frank down or stir him up.
It could happen.
Yeah. Totally realistic.
Very realistic. I'm gonna keep on dancing. No, I'm not gonna sing it, Frank. Don't worry.
Mikey! Look at this. Outside. 2-0 count. Why is Castillo still on this fucking team?
1-0 count. Bases loaded, 1 out.
He can no one on his team control strikes. Nobody on his team controls strikes. This whole bullpen fucking sucks. They are gonna lose 100 fucking games. It doesn't matter if they get a lead.
2-2 count. Bases loaded, 1 out. Mikey's wife is probably looking at him right now.
I'm getting yelled at.
Why is there so much noise? The baby's asleep. Was that look?
Yeah.
And Mikey gave the, what am I supposed to do?
I might ask her to get me a water or a Modelo.
How do we not die laughing during the stream? The better question is, how do we
Base hit, 2 runs in. There it is, 4-3. Ever since June 13th, when they had Chaperone at the ballpark, ever since she stepped in that stadium, Nick Allen is still fucking the Mets. Still fucking the Mets. They never get him out. They never get him out. Mikey, get the fuck out. They're still fucking. They're never gonna win another fucking game. They're never gonna win another fucking game.
Thanks, love.
And it is a Chaperone. And she's got that fucking mustache thing tied in a fucking she's a demon! She's a demon!
That's the beer crack. I need that. Frank, you think the Mets need Grimace back?
No, they brought they guys said Grimace is out, only Chaperone.
Frank, forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't the score 3-3?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Is up.
Just for the chat, you said 4-3.
If it goes 3-4, I have to leave. This is the curse.
He did already kick you out, but I respect you standing strong.
Oh, he did kick me out? Frank, you kicked me out? I'll leave.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The Mets haven't gotten an out since you've been in here.
He said get the fuck out at one point.
All right, I'll just be running.
You know, it all started with that fucking phone call.
Frank, just because I called you in the 9th inning, that's the last time they won?
Oh, God. This goes back 11 games, Frank?
Yes.
Mikey,
that's
dude.
curse. All right, Frank, I'm darting out of here.
Yeah, you should reach out to your Chicago friends, see what other programs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to check out some other entities for now. All right, see you guys.
Mikey got kicked off his own stream. Mikey's backstage having a beer. At least he doesn't have to deal with any of the noise.
They're never going to win again. They're never going to win again. They brought Chaperone to the stadium, and they've lost every game since. They were the best home team in baseball, and now this is their 5th straight home loss. And you know they're going to lose Jamal. You know they're going to lose Thursday. The Phillies are already winning.
I heard Phillies aren't winning.
They're going to win.
Oh.
You know the Mets aren't going to score another run. Acuna's up against another sucky-ass pitcher. Reed Garrett. Chaperone is a demon. She really is a fucking demon.
Is your necklace flavored?
No. Every pitcher just cannot throw a fucking strike.
And that's a strike. 1-2 count.
Yeah, well, they've had 1-2 counts in every batter.
I can't believe Mikey got kicked out and he's just sitting backstage.
Everyone's saying grand slam.
No, it's a batter timeout. Someone put in 5 saying how they do need to figure this out. I mean, all the different.
They just can't get anybody out.
All the
They've
different.
already batted around this inning.
It's 2-2. Strike them out and we're out, and we get 2 outs.
Three, 2, another 3-2 count. He's going to walk in a runner. He's going to walk in the go-ahead run. This is how they lost the last time in Atlanta.
Give a shout out to the person there.
Hey, Big Moon.
What is Mikey doing? Mikey? Okay, we're back. I got confused there. He was trying to show us something, but I'm not smart enough to understand. Oh, Frank, you didn't say anything. Strike out, 2 outs.
Kind of got lucky there.
Thank you, chat.
Kind of got lucky there.
Why is it always luck if something good happens and then the end of the world if something bad happens?
Because it was Mets probably got a lucky call by the umpires.
Be happy, Frank.
I know the game's already lost. I've seen how this ends. 13 fucking straight games.
O2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs. See if Garrett can get us out of this mess. For the record, Mikey did not leave. He's backstage. He's watching the stream. He's helping with the chat, and he was,
Wild fucking pitch.
He was kicked out of the stream. Wild pitch, run score?
No, didn't get far enough away.
Sound disappointed.
Another 0-2 counting, and then just can't throw a fucking strike to save to get out of there to fucking save his life.
If I'm the Wolves, I would let these guys play together for a couple of years. They're not old. They've got really good young talent. Maybe try to get some more good role players, depth on the bench. But I think teams are way too impatient, and they blow them up way too quickly. And also give Anthony Edwards whatever he wants so he doesn't leave Minnesota. And don't wait. Do it now.
And 2 runs to score. Base hit. H-O-T-T-I. And the Raiders singing H-O-T-T-O-T-O. She's never going away. She's in there with her fucking white powder face. That white powder face. That white powder face. When is this thing going to win again? When? They're 21's over. No, they're only 10 over. This season's fucking falling apart. You're not too big of this thing. Got the rose out. Look at her. Look at that bitch. Look at that demon. They bought it in the stadium. She cursed everything.
For anyone that thinks Mikey isn't around, Mikey's around. That was diabolical, man. Diabolical. Did you break another pair?
Yes.
Is that 5 on the day?
Yes.
That is definitely above average. It's crazy to think some people enjoy summer.
There is no joy.
Yeah, I know. You taught me. Learn from the best.
This is the They're never going to win another game. They're never going to win another fucking game.
They should have kept Montas in. I've been telling you all day that Montas was going to pitch a great game, and he did.
Nope, no walk, no run. They're not going to win.
Frank, just for the record, Mikey's picking the chats right now, not me, so I don't want any fire thrown my way. Glasses. You've run out of non-colored glasses?
Yeah.
Due to destruction? God, unbelievable. Browser Bomb was really fucking useless.
And now the bases are loaded again. They're loaded again. They can't. They've gone through 3 pitchers. They've allowed 5 runs. They're not out of the inning yet. They've walked or hit 7 batters this inning.
Mound visit. We bringing someone in?
Nope. And they just showed Chaperone in the stands.
Come on. Seriously?
Someone that looks like her. I think there is an Adam's apple there.
Oh my God. Please pull it down. Pull it down. Good God. Frank, get it together, man.
She literally is.
Frank, Jesus.
She might be the ugliest.
You guys need to really take it down a notch. I'm currently being held against my will. You never leave the street.
And now another fucking ball. He's going to walk in another run. Austin Riley, who's already been up twice this inning.
Frank, do you know how to waterboard someone? Think I could do it with body armor?
Well, I've already been waterboarded by this Met team. Whole season flushed down the toilet.
You're right.
June 13th. June 13th, did the reverse grimace. The reverse grimace. The day the reverse grimace happened. The Mets will never, ever win another game. The reverse grimace killed the whole fucking season.
But we're still going to watch every pitch with every dying breath, right?
Everything is fucked.
Well, your career's going quite well. You also probably added 20 years to your life. But yeah, outside of that, everything's fucked.
And the Rays are all dancing on the top of the dugout. HOTTOGO.
These crowds, yeah, Mikey got it. It's paid, Frank.
Dead last. The season is over. They're not making the playoffs. They're never making the playoffs again. The season is over. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? The season is fucked. Everything is fucked. The worst thing money can buy. It's back to being Wilpon again.
Shout out to Bid Moon for $5. Very generous. These crowd shots are amazing, and this is not a good Braves team. Jesus. Oh boy, he's angry tweeting, ladies and gentlemen. He is angry. You can hear the ferocity in the keys. What are you tweeting there, Fleming? Stand by on Frank's Twitter page to see what he's cooking up. Caps. Definitely got some caps. I see Mikey's cooking backstage. So, got a lot of action right now. Yeah. You didn't proof it.
Watch out the Mets go down the last 4 innings.
I bet my life you didn't proofread that text. I mean, tweet.
I'm booing Jamal. I'm going Jamal, and I'm booing.
I love how you say that like it's some huge, change. You're going to boo at a Mets game? No.
I might have to bring out the paper bags.
Frank, even if they lose tonight.
Nope, they're out of playoff position.
They're 12 games over 500.
Nope. Nope. They're now 9 over 500.
Aren't they 46 and 33?
Nope. They just changed it. It's now 46 and 40.
Oh, it's 46 and 40.
Look at this. Alonso hasn't done anything lately. Watching pitches go by. He has only got 1 hit since June 13th.
Al Capone's not reading the paid chat, so I will. Thank you, Michael Kelly. I've seen you in the chat all day. It's a shame Strawberry Son was a hooper at Maryland. Could have helped the Mets. All seriousness, you guys make.
He'd be 40 now.
Life.
His son's 40 now. Fucking Keith McPherson's in here. God.
What?
Keith McPherson's in here.
In the chat?
I just saw his name.
Sometimes people steal.
Look at this. He's not big enough to anyone would use his name.
That's nice.
He does night times on WFAN after Yankee games.
Wow. Shout out to him. Thanks for watching. Incredible.
Yeah, that's him.
What's up, Keith?
Alonso struck out feebly. The heart is taken out of his team. The spirit has been taken out of his team. June 13th has wrecked the whole season.
$5. Thank you to John Michael Leslie. Hey, man, Braves fan here. Big fan for a long time. Keep the good work.
This might be an immaculate inning.
Frank's having a hard time computating anything right now, so please forgive him. And do remember, Mets come back and win, Frank has to do a suicide run in his hallway because Montes did 5 scoreless innings. That's a real shame. If they lose, that's going to get buried. But Montes came out and proved you wrong.
Yeah, well, it just gets worse every day. It gets worse every day. This team has no fight, no heart. It's a reverse of last year. But this is going to be the most miserable season ever.
Well, it should be a fun summer.
Marte doesn't look like he gives a fuck. And they're playing, they keep playing. The whole crowd is singing HOTTO with the Queen's crew dancing with it.
Oh man, I hope they don't play that song tomorrow. Oh boy.
Marte just stuck out. I just feel sorry. He's doing crazy. They say it's like he's smiling. He's smiling. The ball's right down the face. He went. Damn, you're good. You're Marte. Now, how many fucks does Marte give? 0. 0. June 13th will go down as a day that live in infamy.
Isn't that what they say about
that will live in infamy?
Frank, I think they said that about Pearl Harbor. I already put this one up. They have a point. I think it's the bullpen. I don't think Mikey cursed this one. Although it does go back 10 days, or 11 days, which I didn't realize.
They've won one game since then. One. And now they're 1-12 in their last 13 fucking games.
What's the record for Frank's stream numbers? I don't know. I never know. I have a hard time. Mike, you would know better than me. I'm seeing on what the thing we're using, it says 60,000, but I find it very hard to believe that there's like 60,000 concurrent viewers. I mean, obviously that's not the case. So I don't know what that, I just don't know what it means. 60,000 people have clicked in at some point.
I think the highest count we've ever had was like 82,000, but we're pretty high. This is probably the second or third highest.
Fly high.
Whole season.
Sorry, Frank, but they paid.
Free Mikey.
Someone saw Jeff D'Lo and Montas and Buster all doing the chop and singing. It's tough, but $5, you know.
There's nobody in this team that has any fucking heart.
Well,
nobody on this team has any fucking heart.
Lindor has heart.
It's all been ripped out of them by June 13th. June 13th, the day that will fucking go down forever. There's nobody. I mean, the friends just can't fucking hit. Nobody could fucking hit.
Strikeout. Does this remind you of 1983 at all?
I don't remember 83. I'm too young for 83.
That's funny because you've told me about the 1800s before, but okay.
No, I don't remember. That's really before I was following the team. 83. I was 7 years old in 83.
I'll tell you one thing about Daniel Vogelbach.
I was daily following the Mets until 1985.
Trevor May gave us a inside scoop on Daniel Vogelbach that will be on Frank Walks on Friday. That was shocking and awesome. And the only thing better was Frank's ridiculous answer to it.
This team is fucking heartless. This team is fucking heartless.
Number 3.
This is 2007. This is what it felt like. This team's not even coming close to the playoffs. This season is fucking over.
What would you do with a Chapel Rondell?
I'd break that thing into a million fucking pieces.
That's nice. And Buster, NJ Transit, Collusion?
Of course. This team is fucking pitiful. Pitiful. You know what? This is the Mendoza I feared about. Because he has looked like a shit manager the last 2 weeks.
Bullpen decisions?
Yeah. Mets bullpen is done. It's done. They're never gonna be good. It's over.
What do you think, Frank? Someone paid $2.
He's retired. He's a assistant hitting coach for the Pirates.
Shout out Vogelback.
By the way, the Pirates are going to slap the Mets around this weekend.
He's got a great sense of humor. Yeah, can't wait for the weekend. Sounds lovely.
What bum is in there now? Oh, Dickie Lovelady.
Oh, let's go, Dickie Lovelady. Is this a premiere?
Yep.
So this gets the whole thing around.
No, the Mets not coming back. They never come back. They don't have that ability. They don't have the heart. This team has no fucking heart. No fucking heart.
Do you think they should become sellers?
They're gonna be.
Mets are becoming sellers now?
Yep.
Well, let me just correct this guy. Oh, yes, you most certainly can blame whatever you want. That's how it works at Fleming Enterprises. Frank, do you like any Hispanic foods?
I don't know. I never really had good Hispanic food.
Well, they make some fantastico. What was your favorite Philly cheesesteak?
I'm not sure. I was very disappointed by Pat and Geno's. That's all I know.
Yeah, I was recording that while I was on a sales Zoom meeting. That's that, and I quit the next day. That's when I realized I was doing too much. That was tough. That was like 2 full-time jobs.
I mean, this is just an absolute total fucking collapse. The Mets are now going to be behind the Braves. As bad as the Braves were, the Mets are now basically the season's over.
Well, just to fact check you there, the Mets will still be 12 games over 500, and the Braves will still be.
They were 21 over, and they're going to lose the next.
They're going to flip.
They're going to lose the next 2.
Okay, even then they would still be ahead of the Braves.
This whole season fucking fell apart. This whole fucking season just fell apart.
Are you going to sing God Bless America? 7th inning stretch, stand up?
They don't do that at Citi Field. Only on Sundays.
You're not at Citi Field. For the people. Stare down.
You know the Mets only have 2 hits in this game?
Yep, I do.
It's the third straight game the Mets have only had 2 hits. And the 6th time in the last 8 games that they've only had 2 hits.
Check Rangers Suarez line in the Phils game.
Probably a no-hitter going. Yep, throwing a no-hitter.
Does he play for the Phillies?
Yep. Phillies now, division's theirs. Mets have no hope. and they're not even going to make the wild card. They're not even going to be close to the wild card. This whole fucking season just fucking fell apart, all because June 13th. Whoever's decision was to put the camera that day.
I got
hope
you.
it's a special
I
place
have a
in hell.
question. Going into All-Star break before the season, would you have taken the Mets being 10 to 15 games over 500?
They won't be.
Again, if you
They won't be.
answer to different question. If
Not
they
after,
are
not after being I won't take 10 after being 20.
15, you expect them to go to 20 and then never come back down at all?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Do you know what 20 games over 500 is?
Dominance?
No, that's 90 wins. That's how many wins they're going to need to make the playoffs.
That's the pace?
Yeah. June 13th, 2025, the day the Mets cursed themselves into oblivion.
I think you've made that clear.
Whoever it was,
Frank, you've hit it enough times.
And now Montero, who used to pitch for the Mets.
You know, Mikey, I love you. Sometimes just think about sending one of my boys down to Chicago to take care of you. There we go. Threaten him and he does it again. That makes sense. That adds up. Checks out.
How could they do that? I don't understand. Who thought that was a good idea? Look at this. This is just feeble at bat after feeble at bat. The Mets are just going through the motions. There's like no heart, nothing.
Is it true that Buster pays Mikey?
I think that's starting to show some evidence in that.
I think Mikey underestimates how angry he could get Frank at him by accident, thinking he's joking. Play with fire. You might get burned.
Look at this. There's Beatty. Yeah, gets a hit earlier, but can't do a fucking thing anymore. Once the Mets fall behind, they just quit. This team has just fucking quit. Where did Jenks go?
Mikey's just playing God right now. He's showing us.
If they fall behind, I might just grab the bobblehead and get the fuck out of there. There's just no fun in this team.
Get out of where? You're at home.
I have to get bobbleheads tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. But you're threatening to run out of your house.
This team has no fucking heart.
Do you think they bring Grimace back?
Nope. Chaperone is this year's Grimace. I fucking hate that demonic bitch.
Frank, you're escalating. Let's make sure you remember you're live here.
You know, I'm pretty open-minded.
Oh boy, that's not a good opening. Not a good an opening like that leads to a closed-minded statement. So why don't we just let him cook, Jenks? You want Frank to get off the air? I let him cook a lot. I just stop him cooking when the kitchen's about to blow up.
There were 3 things that day the Mets did. 2 of them.
None of them relate to anything that's happened since.
Were cringe. 1 of them was a slap in the face. And they're paying the price for that.
It's Frank speaking on his own volition.
I will not play that clip, chat. I am not playing that clip.
I get the video sent to me 14 times a day.
Move on.
We even had...
Move on!
We even had
Strawberry!
We even We even had a friend
Shut
of
the
ours.
fuck up, Frank.
Frank,
Slow
I'm
down.
removing you. I'm removing you from the chat, Frank. This is a PR move. We can't.
I'm doing my
Are you good,
best.
Frank? Are
Strawberry.
you good?
He's just watching the game. I don't think he notices.
It fucked the whole season up. You'll never convince me anything different. You will never convince me anything different.
Yeah, well, if they win the World Series, you're not allowed to celebrate. How's that?
They are not even coming close. They're not waking up. It's over. It's fucked. You know? Are they gonna? Are they do the Mets do something and bring Link Greenwood in and sing "God Bless USA"? Maybe that's what you have to do to turn this whole fucking thing around. Actually, lettuce. I actually think, and I'm not joking about this, I think Elton John is actually a Braves fan. I remember him doing an interview, and he talked about trying to get into American sports, and he said and this is like 25 years ago, he said he was a Braves fan and a Miami Dolphins fan.
There you go. Frank, read this one. They paid. Do you know that name?
Is that really your cousin?
I would think so. That'd be a very random thing to just say.
You know who Sean Gilmartin's married to?
Who?
Haley McEnhaney. You know who Haley McEnhaney is, don't you? I think that's what her name is.
No.
Former Trump first administration press secretary, now works for Fox News.
Yeah, I don't listen to people like that. As a politics, news, I don't always.
That's who Sean Gilmartin's married to.
Oh.
That's where it comes into. And that's who Brock is. And Sean Gilmartin was a Rule 5 draft pick for the Mets in 2015, pitched the whole season. Was decent. Better than these fucking bums in the fucking bullpen.
There's rumblings of bloopers in the chat. I'm not seeing it, Mikey. I don't know if you are, Wizard of Oz. But I could just be getting got.
But yeah, that Sean Gilmartin was the Met decent 2015, not too good 2016, and then was kind of faded out of baseball after that. But married to Haley McEnhaney. I think that's what her name is. She was everyone knows who she is. She works for Fox News.
No idea who she is. Thanks, Eddie. Someone said Darren Ruff is their uncle. Sorry, Roy. I mean, I'm sure it's been great for you, but sorry.
Oh, it's Kaylee McEnhaney. Okay, there it is. Kaylee Haley. Why would I say a word about Lovelady? The game is fucking over. It doesn't fucking matter what Lovelady is. Maybe they should have put Lovelady in a sixth fucking inning.
But it's a good sign. They got a new pitcher. Frank, do you think the Tigers keep their lead and take the Central? Someone paid.
Someone said that JP Arancibia is married to Kaylee McEnhaney. No. JP Arancibia is married to Tammy Lauren. Also
Frank,
on Fox News.
Read the one that's posted.
What?
Read the one right there with money.
Yeah, the Tigers have an insurmountable lead. And they're not chokers like the Mets. I think Trump's a Yankee fan. I mean, Lovelady should have been in the sixth inning. That's what this tells me. Before fucking Castillo, before fucking Brazel Bum, before fucking Weed Garrett.
When Frank says personal things about celebrities, absolutely do not assume that it's true. It's all pretty much parody on some level. My vaping definitely does not help.
Why do I know shit about people? Well, these are Fox News people married to people involved with the Mets. That's how I know.
Yeah, but you also sometimes say insane things that just absolutely are not true. I think that's fair.
I mean, Lovelady has pitched well, but it doesn't fucking matter. They put him in the game too fucking late. The damage is already fucking done. The game is already fucking lost.
Top of the eighth, 3-1 count with 2 outs. Frank, will the Padres make the playoffs?
Probably. Mets won't. Actually, when the teams, the Mets have to fight for the wild card, and the Padres have a definite upper hand.
No, Mikey's phone.
The Mets desperately miss AJ Minter.
Frank, someone paid for this. But they're trying to make jokes that are not best spirit.
I don't give a fuck about people making out. I don't like it. I don't like when they do the straight kissing on the camera. I don't like kiss cam. Period. I think it puts people in a uncomfortable spot potentially, and I just don't like it. And I don't care that they put it on there. That's not the thing that angered me, and not even the twerking angered me. Those two things did not bother me. You could use by process of elimination what bothered me. I just don't think I don't like. I just don't like it. I don't like anyone kissing. What could I say?
I switch it up. I use all different kinds of vapes. I just mix it up all the time.
I just saw another one.
Tank, your content has gotten many of us through the highs and lows of life. Take it easy on yourself. Think about where you were 5 years ago and where you are today.
And now a double in the gap is going to score another run.
Never mind. Thank you for the nice comment, though, and the money.
This team is just fucking giving up.
Frank, what's something that doesn't anger you? What's part of your happy place? If it was happy,
I have no happy place. It all ended when the Mets season went down to hell. The Devils are going to suck next year. The Dolphins are hopeless.
So then how many wins are we getting this year?
I don't think they're winning. I don't think they're getting this. I think they might lose 100. They're going to go from 20 games over to losing 100 fucking games.
Do you think Drew Gilbert's coming back?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's that good. I don't know if he's going to. I think you try to trade Drew Gilbert and try to get somebody good.
Thoughts on if this is real trade?
Yeah, it's one of the worst trades in baseball history. That's what it is. The Mets actually have PCA. They'd actually be a much better team.
How's Lovelady doing? This guy says he's awful.
He's got the first 5 out, then he gave up a walk and a double. And now it's 6-3.
Oh, boy. Oh. Threw it in the dirt. 3-0. Oh.
Well, bringing in another reliever. Love Lady ran out of gas. Bullpen is completely toast. You know where you lost this game? You know where the Mets actually lost this game?
When Mikey Betts called you.
Yesterday when Paul Blackburn couldn't go more than 3 innings. They lost this game Sunday when David Peterson couldn't get out of the 4th inning.
What is Blooper's name if he's in here? Who is Blooper? Reveal yourself. Say, I am Blooper. Frank is not going to say hi to Blooper. We don't even know if Blooper's in there.
It's another game where the Mets only had 2 hits. This team really needs like a shakeup. Last year, they had a fucking shakeup. This team is rudderless right now. Rudderless.
A lot of people agree it was Chappelle Roan.
She's awful. And she's ugly.
Samantha Woodward is saying that she is Blooper. But this could be a I am Spartacus situation. Yep, we got another one, but I've seen that one before. Thoughts on Keefe as a Leafs fan? I disliked him.
Who? Oh, he sucked last year. I don't think he's a winning coach.
So if there's sellers at the deadline, who are the Mets moving?
Probably Alonso.
Get rid of Lindor, maybe Soto, Diaz.
Fucking nightmare. This season turned into a total fucking nightmare.
12 games above 500 after tonight. I really do think Blooper's in here, Frank, just watching you. He's just watching. Blooper, you're evil. Well, somebody said he's verified, so maybe he's not.
Whole fucking season went down the drain.
So it's the top of the 8th, first and second, 0-1 count, 2 outs. Nunez is pitching. Where's the passion, Frank? You must have joined late. Frank has shown plenty of passion. No, I'm not a big hockey guy. I always hope that the Devils win to mitigate stress, but even when they do, it hardly does. Spartacus. What do you think of this take, Frank? I don't know who the second name is.
Major League. The Haitian or the Dominican, like voodoo Haitian player.
Oh, I love that. I love that character.
Abu.
That was a great character.
That remember they had this scene where is that really fucking him?
Did he say something?
Another reliever.
Wait, what?
And there goes another ball off the wall. More runs.
When you said, is that really him, what were you talking about?
Blooper.
Where?
Mikey put his comment up.
I just showed it and you just moved it.
Sorry, can you put it back
That's
up?
right. I gotta go find.
My bad.
And now fans are leaving because Dead Arm Nunez is in there.
Leaving the stadium or leaving the live stream?
Leaving the stadium.
Blooper, why don't you let Mikey Betts send you a link?
Need to do something.
What?
He almost gave up a 3-run homer too.
Free Mikey. You guys underestimate. Mikey's in control. He's the captain right now.
Would have been a nice little run down the hall, but that ain't happening.
Well, To be fair, you directly went against our agreement. You said if they
He
lost.
didn't make 6. He didn't make 6.
Ah, fuck, you're right. Sorry, you are right.
And then I said if.
No, you're right. He didn't make 6. He didn't make 6.
And I said I'd still do it.
Oh, yep, there's blooper. Is that verified, Mikey? I can see you shake your head or not. Is there a way to know?
Whole fucking season down the drain. The whole fucking season's gone down the fucking drain.
What does Stearns need to do tonight?
They need to make a move.
Go on.
They need to make a big trade. They need to get somebody, do something to spark somebody. You just wake the fucking team up. They're not recovering. They're not recovering. The season's fucked. They're going to lose the next 2 games, and then they're going to lose in Pittsburgh. There's no getting out of this nosedive. There's no getting out of this fucking nosedive. Lineup sucks, bullpen sucks, and the rotation has fallen apart. It's gonna be hot and fucking miserable tomorrow.
Can't wait.
All the joy has been taken out of this season. All of it.
It's crazy, too, because there was so much to start.
No, this is who they really are.
We were oozing with joy.
This is who they really are.
12 games above 500?
Nope. That was fake.
I mean, that's...
It will never be over 500 again. They are going down. The whole fucking season is lost.
So they're losing 13 in a row?
Probably. The only pitcher they beat is a pitcher named Abel.
Got a history of that.
Well, someone put on there in a comment. Join Frank's live stream. He's talking about Secretary Kaney McInerney's husband, Sean Gilmartin. Well, somebody brought him up.
Is Soto Bobby Bonilla part 2? He's been playing better.
Yeah. When he actually was sucking, they were actually doing better.
Oh, I remember telling you that, but you didn't give a fuck.
No comment, Tony.
There's a scene in Succession, Frank, where a guy's getting rushed out of a press conference and he's yelling, "No comment, no comment." And the head of PR turns at him and looks at him like an idiot and says, "You don't need to say no comment. Just don't comment."
This has truly now become the season from fucking hell.
Well, to be fair, they all have been so far. I mean, last year ended great.
This whole fucking season down the goddamn motherfucking drain. Down the motherfucking drain.
Got the Dolphins to look forward.
I really want to know what that camera guy was thinking.
Oh, please stop. Please stop. Seriously, stop. Just nonsense.
Well, I guess the Phillies just took the lead.
Was he still pitching a no-hitter?
No, but still 0-0. I mean, the Mets are just going through the motions. I mean, this team has shown no fight. They were basically, since they've fallen behind, they haven't even had a base runner. And now here's Nimmo just jogging down the baseline. One pitch, one out. One pitch, one out. One pitch, one out.
One out. Bottom of the 8th. Soto is up.
And you know they have no chance to win the next 2 games. None. Team has no chance to win the next 2 games. They haven't had, and they haven't had. They're just like nobody. It looks like there's like nobody even gives a fuck. Nobody on the team looks like even give a fuck. I mean, there's like it looks like they just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a motherfucking fuck.
It seemed more like just the pitching sucked.
They only got 2
everything
hits.
was, yeah, but they were up 3-0 until
By the way,
Brazelbaum.
Sal Licata, the moron, said the Mets are a lock for the playoffs, and they've only won 1 game since then. There's another guy who just always fucking curses the Mets.
Well, Harry says he's a nice guy. I take Harry's word. No, I'm not under a heat lamp. I have very strange lighting in my apartment.
Yep, another easy out.
Chat, I gave Blooper the link, so if Blooper wants to hop on, he could hop on.
And then earlier tonight in Belleville, an apartment was set on fire with a man inside.
There's no bigger misery than being a Mets fan. No bigger fucking misery.
Working for somebody that's a Mets fan.
Whole fucking season just fell the fuck apart.
Frank, if you could go into their clubhouse after the game and let loose, what would you say to them?
I'd flip the table, that's for damn sure.
No, get into character. What would you say to them?
Do any of you give a fuck? Do any of you even want to fucking try? What the fuck are you doing?
And someone's like, Coach, we're trying our best.
They don't look like it. God only knows he'll never pitch again.
Inspiring stuff, Frank. Three-one count, 2 outs for Alonso. Really run.
Yep, he'll strike out. He struck out. He's getting ready to strike out for the 3rd time today. He struck out 3 times yesterday. He's doing that thing that he did last year where he just chased every ball that was outside. Yep, there it is. All fell the fuck apart.
Mikey did when he called Frank.
They're not even competitive in these games. They're not even competitive.
Oh man,
I've never seen a team just fall apart like this.
what was Montas's pitch count when they took him out?
80s.
I know. Okay, so you really can't go above that.
Probably not.
'Cause he was doing so
It
goddamn
would be
well.
like, it's like when you make that first start and they have
Yeah.
like a number where they don't want to go above, and if that number is usually 75, and so probably they let him finish the inning after getting to 75, and that was it.
Tibbs would have kept him in.
It's just that the bullpen is so cooked from other pitchers being so bad that there's no hope.
Thanks, Jorge, for the shout out on Frank's walks. Appreciate all the support. Is the season over? Yes. He declared it over like 6 times already. Mikey's backstage running this whole thing. How do you think things pop up and down?
Goofy
He's also-
ass.
Mikey was on. He was planning on being on for the whole end of the game, and he was kicked off, just to be clear.
The Mets really they got to do something. They got to do something. They can't just let this just fucking fester.
Proud of the walks, Frankie.
I know it's bad timing, guys, but we just hit our highest live stream. So congratulations. A great job.
Congrats, Frankie. What a great day. Oh boy, bloopers back.
Probably doesn't have his costume around.
He's scared of you. Frank invited blooper. Thanks for having me.
I hate this fucking team. I think I got to get back on the road for this the ballpark tour because I don't want to watch this team anymore.
See you, bloops.
Frank, let's do that TikTok live stream.
The fact is, Stearns did a terrible job building this team this year, and now Mania, he's not coming back.
Oh Lord.
We're going to be watching Blackburn, and when you have a pitcher that is as bad as Blackburn, and everyone's talking about Kira's conspiratorial that Miguel's injury is fake. Miguel's injury is not fake. He might suck, but he doesn't suck as much as fucking Blackburn. So they're throwing Blackburn out there, and he cooked the bullpen. The fact that he couldn't get past the third inning yesterday, he cooked the bullpen.
Janikowski's here? The kicker?
Frank got a question from one of our great coworkers, Sean McDonald. Pete Alonso in the home run derby. You think he should be in there again?
Oh boy. I think it's a no. Yeah, it's a no.
I mean, Paul Blackburn cooked the bullpen yesterday. Cooked them. And it's the second straight game where the Mets only had 2 hits. Second straight game. They only had 2 hits on, actually third straight game. They only had 2 hits on fucking Sunday, too.
All right, I'm pulling up there. Do you know off the top of your head, Frank, what's the schedule coming up?
Well, they got 2 more against the Braves, which they'll both lose. Then they got 3 in Pittsburgh, which they'll lose all 3. Then 3 against the Brewers, which they'll lose. And then they'll 3 against the Yankees. and then they go to Baltimore and Kansas City.
They'll lose against the Yankees.
Yep.
Baltimore.
Yep.
Kansas City.
Yep. They will not win more than 3 games before the All-Star break.
How many games do they have?
About 20. This whole fucking season's over. They're not making the playoffs. This has been a reverse total. It's the reverse grimace. That's what you got to call it, the reverse grimace.
So maybe we should just travel Europe and not worry about the baseball season since it's over. Get some great content. International. Oh no.
Home run?
No. Blooper.
Yep, let me see. So it'll be 10 games over 500 after what are they now? Well, no, there'll be 9 games over 500 after losing to the next 2 to the Braves. There'll be
Whoa.
6.
Whoa. Right now they're 13 games over 500. So if they lose tonight, they're 12.
Yeah, then there'll be 10 games.
They lose tonight and then they lose the next 2 and then they're over 10?
Yep.
Okay.
They're going to get swept in Pittsburgh. Swept by the Brewers, so that's 4 games under it. They're going to be under 500 going into the All-Star break. From 21 games over to under 500 in 30 days.
I don't think I need to train to box blooper. I could do it right now.
The Mets are getting swept by the Pirates. Mark my words.
Blooper just keeps yapping. Oh, God.
There's never been a singer worse than fucking Chaperone. Never been a worse singer. I'd rather hear Bright Side on an endless loop. I mean, she dresses like a fucking whore.
Whoa, hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, it's the bottom of the 9th. Frank's not doing so well, and he's using some bad words. Okay. Got Marte up. Mets are 3 outs away from ruining another day. Thank you, Mikey. Appreciate that.
I mean, how much fucking makeup?
This is a wild way to watch a Mets game. I didn't even know what she looked like before today. That's how out of the loop I am on this shit. Hey, Frank, I see we're over 90,000.
Yep, well, New York's going to have a communist mayor. Everything sucks. We're going to be San Francisco. You mean someone took your wallet? Well, we're not prosecuting property theft anymore. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what do you mean? Just another feeble at bat by fucking Farte. He fucking sucks. I mean, he just fucking sucks.
You got any juice left for your post game? Post game recap? I lost him to the comments.
I've never seen a team just fall apart this fast. You know, people are saying AJ Minter's doing the tomahawk chop. He can't do anything with his fucking arms.
Blooper won't stop trolling you.
If AJ Minter didn't get hurt, maybe the Mets would be probably better off. They miss him. They sorely miss him. He was dead. He didn't pitch too long, but I never saw AJ Minter actually suck. He actually pitched well when he pitched before he got hurt. Mets had the best bullpen in baseball when AJ Minter was still healthy. You know, the Mets have won one game since Sal Licata guaranteed the playoff berth. Every time he guarantees something, the Mets go into a total free fall. He is the curse of all curses. That's all he does. That's all Sal Licata ever does. He is a curse. He fucking sucks.
Frank, you got your phone?
I got my phone.
You look at it?
What do you mean?
Look at the text. Just for you. I love the Tiki Barber walk today. It was really good. And the Trevor May was awesome. And all the ones Mikey got last week. All right, 1 out, 2-2, bottom of the ninth. Unbelievable. 92,000, whatever that means. Shout out Tank's Army. Love you guys.
This whole fucking season just fucking. The Mets will never. The Mets are going to finish under 500 after being 21 games over. That is just an epic collapse and just total fucking failure.
Who would you fire? Mendoza?
The first one to go would be the hitting coach. Because 2 hits is just, I mean, as bad as the bullpen is, the Mets have no margin for error. And then they don't get, and the big problem is you got fucking Senga got hurt, which, you know, when that happened,
Who called? All right, a little bit of life.
there is no life.
Jeff McNeil just got a double with 1 out.
There is no fucking life.
There's no life. My God, if they come back.
They got the bottom of the order coming up. The
Come
bottom
on,
of the
Frank, a hate rally. Give a hate rally. We're almost at 100,000. Get these guys going a little bit.
Oh, we got fucking Jared Young coming up.
Oh, well, that's your favorite.
And his fabulous 050 batting average.
Forever young.
Right, that's the only thing Pete Alonso cares about in the end of the day.
They hit a home run that kind of got us in the playoffs, but okay.
Meaningless hits.
Oh, so that's Frank reporting on a hit by the guy he was just shitting on. Sharp line drive to center by Jared Young against Eli White. What's up?
What good does it do? They couldn't even
down by 4 runs. They've now got 2 runners.
They couldn't
1
even
out. If they hit a home run, they're down by 1 run. So we just need a home run. That's all. And we're down by 1. Come on, Beatty.
They're bringing a reliever. And Iglesias the Mets have never gotten a hit against Iglesias.
So they do.
Shout out Trent.
Remember you always talk why I always like the thing I said. The thing that bothers me most
Do we
is
really need
walks.
to do that again?
Is walks. Remember I always said that about
Oh,
walks?
yeah. Sorry, of course, yeah. Balls.
Remember all the walks? That's what destroyed this game.
No, balls drive you nuts, especially early at bats, and then they lead to walks.
That Brazelbaum walked the first 3 batters he faced.
I put this whole game on Brazelbaum. I know who came in after him. Castillo, he sucked too, but Brazelbaum came in and got the bases loaded in like 2 seconds. Montas was killing it. We got a fresh tweet coming from Fleming Enterprises. So is this like imagine in the ocean how a wave builds up? Is this like you before your post game? Kind of let it all stew in there a little bit? Because you look like you're going to kill someone. Okay.
By the way, Mets wild card lead is down to 1.5 game. So they're not even in wild card position anymore.
You just said their wild card lead is a half game, so they're no longer in the wild card anymore?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, that is a contradiction in itself, but I love it. Two-0 count.
Yeah, he'll get into a double play. The Mets have to hit and do at least one double play a game.
True.
You know, the Mets pitchers haven't thrown a double play like in about 4 weeks.
Come on. 3-1 count.
Yeah, but look who's up. Ronnie Suimicio. He's made the last out in like 8 of these games. There's a pitch that was in the dirt that Beatty fucking should have never swung at.
Pitcher blocked it. I mean, a catcher.
Yeah. Completely in the dirt. You see, this
Yeah.
the Mets have no heart. The 3-1 counts, they don't take walks. They have no discipline, no idea what they're doing at the plate. I think you got to fire the hitting coach now, because the hitting is something has to happen to spark this fucking team. And there's a strikeout. And Beatty just went, ooh, and now he's praising. He's singing praise you. And now Ronnie Mauricio, who has made the last out in 8 games this year already. And all 8 times he struck out feebly.
We're 96, Frank. You're getting close to 100.
He's going, yeah, I bet he's going like this. He's mocking his strikeout looking. That's how happy he is.
Come on, Maurizio.
And Mauricio, a pitch that's 8 miles outside the strike zone. He whiffs that. Ronnie Mauricio, whose batting average is down to 120. And every day he plays because he sucks. This is who the Mets call their prospects. He sucks. By the way, the Reds have no prospects. Because when they come up, this is what you get. I got a hang, and the Reds are on the dugout to sing and praise you.
Two count. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's always teasing, never pleasing.
Double. Double for Maurizio. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Oh, good God. Mets showing some life. I don't know what Mikey's playing. Oh, his neighbors. That must be a neighbor. Did you understand that, Frank? Okay. 1-0 count to Lindor.
You see, the bullpen didn't even give him a chance to win. They didn't even give them a chance to win. 7 runs, you don't give a team a chance to win with 7 runs.
Come on, Lindor. Tying runner at the plate.
And there's the out. This whole fucking season is over! There is no heart in this team! This team has no heart! It's over! They're gonna lose! They're gonna lose 70 of the last 80 games! 70! They're never next year they're gonna lose 130! This is over! The whole hour is wrecked! Everything's fucking ruined! They're gonna have people that did this and they did two instead of playing us! They're never gonna fucking win! Never gonna win! It's gonna be they're gonna sing I don't see the Chapel Road is what he's gonna love it. But I God!
The fuck did you just say? Please like the stream. Please subscribe to Frank the Tank's YouTube. I'm seeing 6 figures. That seems great. Shout out Mikey Betts running it. Thank you for reposting the stream. Anybody there? Frank, what's your current mental health right now with the Mets?
Did you know there's an island in the United States that you are never allowed to visit? It's so mysterious that even if... And I feel like when you first started working at...
On the bright side, yeah, 100,000 views. Let's go.
On the bright side, saw what he did there. Like he knows what he's doing.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember the same...
Mikey, he's gonna snap. Mikey, stop. Thank you.
Paul and Patty know this. No matter where they go or what they do, they always try...
Are you watching commercials from the 1950s? We got like 100,000 people.
It's a bong.
You wanna-
Sundays, holidays, vacation time.
I mean, on the bright side, the pitcher looked great.
This is the worst single Mets team I've ever fucking seen. This team really needs to make a fucking trade. And they just won't do it.
What are you looking at? Got it. I'm very scared about tomorrow.
New York's cooked. Zoran's going to raise our taxes. We're going to be we're going to have everyone taking our wallets, and nobody's going to do a damn thing about it.
Frank, take it from MAGA Mikey here. You don't want to lose the following. Let's just...
Also, you live in New Jersey. But
yeah, for real. Are we staying on her, Frank, or do you want to?
Yeah, no. Let's see. Frank, something's going on with his brain. Let's just watch, see what happens here. I don't know.
All right. Do you want to do the TikTok live, Frank?
I just did
it. Every day, all the time, to do the right thing.
It's already been done.
Okay. Are we done with the stream, Frank?
End the fucking stream.
Frank, hold on, wait. Give a sign off. Thank everybody who came in. All the
thank everybody. There's the highest stream.
Everything is fucking cooked. The Mets season's fucking cooked. Everything fucking sucks. Everything has been. This whole fucking season has been fucking ruined. They're never going to recover, and next year is going to be even worse. There is no hope.
Want to thank everyone for tuning in.
It's just misery and suffering. That's all you get with the Mets. Misery and suffering. And people want to know why I'm negative? This is why I'm negative.
12 games over 500.
It doesn't fucking matter. They're 21.
You're right. It doesn't matter.
And they're falling.
Nothing matters.
You will never recover.
All right, chat.
Playoffs are out of their hands. It's gone. They're dead, and they're never going to recover.
They're still in the wild.
They are never going to recover.
They don't need to recover. They're already.
And we have this the whole world. You know what? Iran and Israel, they're celebrating. That's why there's peace, because they're happy the Mets lost.
Who's celebrating?
Iran and Israel just needed the Mets to lose for Frank. Okay. You know what? If that's the case, then that's the case. Understood, Frank.
Mikey speaks fluent Flamentia to get that. I didn't understand anything.
The art of the steal.
Phillies keep winning.
What's the score in the Phillies game?
I don't know, but I know they were going to win.
So that probably means it's either a tie or they're behind. Check. Phillies are down 1-0 in the ninth. Oh, sorry, that's a final. The Phillies lost.
Yeah, but the Cardinals won, so the Cardinals are now only 1.5 game behind for the wild card.
You pivot like Hakeem Olajuwon, brother.
I mean, can they please bring in Lee Greenwood to try to at least maybe just bring balance and reverse this?
Any other thoughts on the Mets before we end Montas celebration night? 5 scoreless, beautiful innings before it all came crumbling down.
Just to be clear, Frank Jenks said Mets, not Israel, not anything else. Mets.
He's angry typing. When Mikey's trying to calm Frank down, that's when you know. That's normally my job. Oh, wow. Really slammed that. You slammed enter on that one. I'm guessing over under 5 typos.
No team has ever been 21 games over 500 and fallen this fast. I predict for the rest of the season, the Mets, every team will win at least double of what they win the rest of the season. They are going to lose 100 games.
Shout out Body Armor. Frank would probably be dead today without it, walking in the sun and screaming for the last 3 hours and 22 minutes. You think the Rockies end up with a better record?
Yep.
Damn.
Mets at one time had the best home record in baseball, and they've lost 6 straight at home now.
Do you remember anything that Darryl Strawberry said to you the other night? No? I'll show it to you tomorrow.
You know, the White Sox have a better record now than the Mets.
Doesn't sound right, but okay. So what does the rest of your night look like after a loss like this? You're just going to be on Twitter looking for things to aggravate you and then just write crazy shit?
I don't know. I just know that this weigh-in is probably fucked.
No, you got to stay off the crack, Frank. We cannot chat. Get behind me here. Frank will use the Mets as a reason to start eating garbage food all night. And Mikey and I are stressed out enough with the Mets and everything else, and then he starts telling us he's going to crush food because he's angry.
It's like Cartman when he threatened to eat the cereal bowl. You can't do it, Frank.
Frank, you're working so hard. It's a fucking baseball team. You can yell and get angry. Do not eat. I mean, you could eat. Don't eat crap. Don't punish yourself, bro. It's self-sabotage.
Look at it from Blooper.
Yeah, even Blooper. Shout out Blooper. He's saying don't be a fat ass like him. Blooper would eat after a game. But you're punishing yourself because you're angry. Don't do that, bro.
It's not cookies.
All your fans are saying the same thing.
No cookies.
They
This
love
looks like
seeing
all
you-
the comments are basically like you're about to jump off the bridge, and no. So don't do it.
You getting pissed about sports is fucking great, but you not taking care of yourself over it is horseshit. Wow, whoever would have thought Blooper would come in supporting Frank? What a crazy week this has been. A whirlwind of a week. I got to say, Blooper, you kind of won me over tonight, buddy. Run the tape.
Run the tape.
Good for you, Blooper. Not you, Buster. But good for you, Blooper. Don't play too many times, Mike.
I just don't understand how this fucking happened.
All right, Mikey's got to go to bed. Jenks, you want to end the live stream?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, see you guys. Good luck,
Night.
guys.
Kyle Browning's mentioning veggie straws.
I'm out.
Kyle Browning just mentioned veggie straws.
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to sell you veggie straws, Frank. That sounds like
Mikey, I actually don't hate veggie straws,
Oh, okay.
but I've looked on the back of the bag.
Bye, Blooper. Thanks for the kind words at the
I've
end.
actually looked at the back of the bag of veggie straws. The calorie intake on veggie straws is not that much different than hot
Yeah,
fries.
no, it's like those chips and stuff they have where they put veggie in the beginning and then you look at this. Yeah, a lot of it's
Truthfully, hot fries aren't that bad. It's just eat too many of them.
anything in moderation is not going to be terrible, but the point is not to go nut after
They're not too bad. They're fried. They're not fried. They're baked.
Yeah, I'm not
not
arguing with you.
juicy.
If you're one bag, a little bag, it's not a big deal. The problem, though, Frank, is when you get stressed and you stress eat, and you're not the only person in the world to do this. I think a ton of people
Yes,
stress eat.
Bryson. I am an handicaps guy. They are the thing I am addicted to.
Frank has a problem with those. But we got 1 week till weigh-in. It's hot as balls out, so we're sweating. You can't self-sabotage your hard work. It's also probably like walking weather, honestly. You could get another walking with audiobook tonight because God knows you'll be up.
I just don't feel like it. If they would have won, maybe I could have done it.
We can't have that's a weak mindset though. You can't let things out of your control affect things in your control. That's weak. We can't do that.
Well, I've got 19,000 tonight, so
Yeah, it's a great day. But don't fuck it up by just don't throw it down the trash eating a bunch of garbage. You're hurting. I can feel it. It's sad. Anybody that doesn't think it's real, just look at this man's face.
Can we end the stream?
Yeah, we can. The game ended a while ago.
Yeah, end the stream.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you guys. Go Mets. Season's maybe not over. We'll stream again.
It is over.
Love you guys.